What's going on, Landy boy?
Not much. What's up with you, Tommy boy?
You're filming, what is it, episode 12, right, of the podcast?
I thought we were on 11.
We might be on 11. It's
I
one of
think we're on
them.
11. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we're on 11.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
It's
Yeah,
good.
filming episode
Yeah.
11. If it's a different episode, oh well.
So yeah, the most recent one that got posted, I'm pretty sure was episode 8.
Yeah, well, I
Because it was the
accidentally
first one on
posted
camera.
episode 9. And then
Oopsie.
and then you caught it, and I fixed that like an hour later
I,
and put episode 8 up the next
I
day.
I always go back and listen to the intro, just to let you know,
I gotta
hear
start
that
doing
sweet,
that. Yeah.
just hear that sweet. What's going on, Landy boy?
It's quite a
So
good intro.
we usually keep 2 or 3 episodes stocked up.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm thinking we just got done with the first double digit.
Mhm.
That was, 2 episodes after left. This is 11.
Yeah, okay.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it is. Yeah.
Sense. Yeah. So we're on episode 11. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Pretty
cause I was thinking
pretty crazy.
I had 2 left to upload, but we put 9 up, and then that would be
Right.
11. We got 12, but yeah, I mixed it up with 8, so
Yeah.
yeah, it's 11.
So
Yeah.
so yeah, we're episode 11.
Oh yeah.
Just I know we say this every episode, but it gets more and more true every single day. I cannot believe we made it this far.
And it gets more and more true every day that we're so unqualified to be doing this. I can't even remember what episode we're on. I literally had my files open with all the podcasts because I was checking how much storage I had. I could have looked what episode we were on.
And you didn't name it?
No, they're just saved as the date, and then after I edit them, I save it as like podcast whatever, and then I go in and change the
Mhm.
title in YouTube. But
Okay.
yeah, so because I haven't edited 10 yet, I wasn't sure if we were on like 10 or 11 or what the dates were. So yeah.
That that reminds me. So, I've already told you this. I've not told the audience. You know the international call I made to Tajikistan and
Yeah.
Australia? Apparently, my T-Mobile plan does not have international calls.
Oh.
So, when I found out the bill, uh, or whatever, it was somewhere like $30 or $40 for
What?
like really that 4 minutes of international calls to
That's
Australia.
crazy.
Yeah, anti shout out T-Mobile, bro. I'm getting
Dude,
rid of
yeah.
T-Mobile first opportunity I get.
AT&T didn't charge
Listen,
me anything.
listen, listen. T-Mobile home internet is the worst internet you can get. Okay,
It is.
there's a
No,
reason.
hold on.
There's a reason those commercials say it only costs $50 at T-Mobile. It's because it's not even worth that. They're giving you the most jank, worst connection you can imagine. Gonna cut out in important moments in TV shows or movies, live broadcasts, games, what have you. It's barely gonna connect. The T-Mobile, wireless service barely picks up. If you're in an area with a cell tower, but there's like more than 8 people within, a 20-mile radius of you, T-Mobile is not going to work, okay? Better yet, I've heard that when you're using T-Mobile home internet, they're going to prioritize the mobile users first in the
Hmm.
area before they give you home internet from T-Mobile. Rant is over.
And you're completely right with everything you said. I've had the T-Mobile home internet. The only thing I disagree with is that you said it's the worst internet you can buy. I can't
Yep.
even remember the name of the company I had before T-Mobile, but it was something that was sort of regional to the Midwest, specifically like Northern Illinois was pretty common, because there wasn't a lot of what do you call it, internet providers like right up by the Illinois Wisconsin border where I lived.
Uh-huh.
And that shit, it said it was like guaranteed 1 gigabyte for like $150 a month. Dude, if I got
Uh,
like 15 megabits a second, it was a good day. It averaged like 7.
I say T-Mobile is the worst. I should say T-Mobile is like the worst national one.
Yeah, cause then I got the
Because I
T-Mobile
may
and I went to like 25, and that was an upgrade. I was happy with that.
I may have mentioned this in the past, but when I lived in Kentucky, the biggest like provider for home internet there in Eastern Kentucky is Windstream. Did I mention that in an episode before?
Ooh, I know you've told me
Windstream,
about it.
yeah,
I don't know if it was on
yes.
the podcast.
I mean, Eastern Kentucky isn't the richest area, so you're not gonna be able to afford, your
We can take the Eastern
spectacular,
off.
fancy home internet.
Kentucky's not rich.
Oh, not at all. Why do you think I moved here?
There's a couple
My
millionaires, but
family moved here.
Kentucky's not rich.
I'm pretty sure there's a billionaire who came from my hometown, but he's like the
Probably.
only like
Colonel
billionaire
Sanders.
ever. Well, yeah, Colonel Sanders isn't from my hometown, but there's this guy named is Joe Kraft. I cannot tell you what he does, but I'm like 95% sure he's from my hometown. I gotta fact check that.
I have two phones now, so I can
But
do live fact checking again.
okay, I got two phones. I don't know the other words. I just know that.
Joe Kraft, born
Oh,
in Hazard, Kentucky.
that's my hometown. That is my hometown,
Let's
Hazard,
see, let's
Kentucky.
see. What did he do? He is the CEO
Uh,
of Alliance Resource Partners LP, the third largest
the
coal producer in the eastern United States.
And the little coal industry has just kind of like took a nosedive in the past 10 years.
Yeah,
So
who the fuck uses coal? Dollywood?
steam trains. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dollywood's like the largest buyer of coal in the Smoky Mountain area, just cause that steam train, or is it technically a steam train?
Well, yeah.
Whatever, cause that train they run, 80 times a day. You'll be having a conversation with a guest or a coworker, and all
And
of a
then just
sudden
hear, it's
it's
so loud. I,
our headphone user there.
dude, I don't know if that train conductor hates me or something. Every single time I walk past that train, that motherfucker blares that horn as loud as he can, and I want to punch him in the
Yeah.
fucking head.
Or it's like, he starts rolling coal just out of nowhere.
I mean, I
Like,
get,
I'm gonna have,
like, the train does
we're
that.
going to have
That's
black
cool.
lung.
No, look, the train does that. Alright, that's cool. I'm fine with that. The fucking horn, though. Don't do that when I'm 10 feet away from you, jackass.
Okay, listen, this is a conversation I was having. What's more annoying though, the train horn or the actual
Customers.
like smoke you have to walk?
Oh.
Oh, I was gonna say or the smoke you have to walk through and basically like a fireman's mouth cover when you're trying to walk through there, not to like breathe in 20 pounds of soot in the air.
Look, alright, this goes back to you being a good old boy, being on the straight and narrow, the sober train, and me not being there. I don't give a fuck about that smoke. That's the least worst thing that's entered my body.
You're inhaling train smoke
Back,
purposely, is what you're
back,
saying.
no. I just don't care about it. Back when I used to smoke cigarettes, I used to rip the filters off them.
I don't know the first thing about cigarettes, then I'm assuming that's bad.
Yeah, there's a reason they're on there.
You notice how you've never seen a cigarette commercial?
I have.
I mean, like a modern cigarette commercial.
I mean, I think we were born at like the very end of those.
I'm pretty sure they got outlawed after like the 60s or 70s or something.
Yeah, I mean, they were outlawed, but there's ways around it up until like the 90s.
Here's something else I'm gonna point out. You notice how you never see anybody actually drink a beer in a beer commercial?
Yeah, you do.
I mean, like they'll like put it up to their mouth, maybe, but they
Yeah.
never show the actual action of them taking a drink. Because that's another thing I'm pretty sure. It's like the FCC was like, no, can't do that. Can't do that.
That's another thing that I
No,
feel
can't
like I
do that.
remember from the 2000s is people actually drinking beer in commercials.
The number one thing I remember from the 2000s is
Being happy.
being I turned 4 in 2009, the tail end of it, so
I turned
maybe
7.
just
Damn.
watching Thomas the Train. I make you feel old every episode.
Yeah. Dude,
By the way,
you know what makes
shout out
me...
Thomas the Train.
Yeah, shout out me in train form.
Okay,
Dude,
well,
you know what?
anti shout out to the Dollywood Train.
You know what makes me feel old?
What's that?
Talking to Hunter at work, cause like me and him get along on like a lot of things. We agree on a lot of things. We got a lot of things in common. But then I'll bring up something from my childhood, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck are you talking about?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you were born in '09, you fucking weirdo."
He was born in '09?
He's 15. It's 2024.
Uh, the fact that people born in '09 can get jobs is crazy to me.
I keep forgetting that they made kids after '06.
Man, it's like any kid born after like '07, '08 to me, they're kind of crossing that line. Like outside of like family.
You know what's
of
fucking
course.
crazy? The average kid playing Balloon Pop was born in 2020.
Oh, wow. Well, no, because then you got to factor in the man children and woman children who consistently play it too. So that probably takes the average age up about 20 years.
That's why I said
So
that.
probably the
Well,
average player was probably born in like 2098, maybe. 2000 or
2098,
1998.
yeah.
Yeah, 2000 or slash 1998, somewhere around that area. What's crazy is kids born in the 2000s are starting to have their own children now.
Yeah. Dude, I said that
I
on
like
like 4 or 5 podcasts ago. I said there's kids being born right now whose parents are younger than the first Shrek movie. It
that's
came out in
insane.
'01. It's older than me.
How about this? There's kids now racking up victory royales who were born after Fortnite. That's the thing I saw.
There's kids being born right now who missed OG Fortnite twice.
Which is absolutely like insane to me. There's kids right now being born who will never understand the pure bliss of staying up till 4 in the morning, cranking out, solo games with the boys, just to end up, accusing every single player of being a bot. It's
There's
truly like part of the
dude,
boyhood experience.
dude, growing up, I had GTA San Andreas, then GTA 4, then GTA 5. There's kids growing up whose first GTA is going to be GTA 6, and they're going to be an adult probably with a kid by the time GTA 7 comes out.
Just that's it hurts to think about too. Like I
Yeah.
mentioned in the last episode, I only ever played GTA 5, but I'm still hyped for GTA 6. I'm going to be buying it.
No, honestly, I don't think GTA
Hopefully
7 is
on.
going to take that long. Because, see, there's a lot
It
of
took them.
stuff that made GTA 6 take so long. Leslie Benzies, the CEO of Rockstar, he just dipped out in like 2018 or something. Like right,
Uh-huh.
maybe 2017. It was like right around the time that Red Dead 2 was getting finished up. And then I think one of the Hauser brothers left. It was Sam and Dan Hauser, like the heads of Rockstar, and I think one of them left. Uh, and then someone inside Rockstar told oh god, who's the news guy that's always connected to Rockstar? I can't remember his name, but
I'll-
do you know it? Anyways, yeah,
um,
there's this guy he's like a basically he just like talks to Rockstar employees all the time somehow, and he said that from like the first 4 or 5 years they were making GTA 6, they like did a complete 180 on what the game was going to be about, and basically started remaking it from the ground up. And and then the pandemic hit, and that took them like 2 years of kind of on and off, like, are we even working on this sort of stuff, while they were just raking in money from GTA Online. And so that's the reason it's going to take us 13 years to get GTA 6. I think it's probably going to take us 8 or 9 years to get GTA 7.
there's gonna be kids being born, around the end of the decade, whose first GTA game will be GTA 7.
Fuck.
Yeah, you'll probably be like 30 or so by the time GTA 7 comes out.
I'll be in my 30s.
Yeah, that's wow.
Wow.
way to make the you and I guess parts of the audience
No,
hopefully
that's actually
whoever take.
crazy. Thinking that I'm gonna have every 3D GTA game happen in my lifetime.
Wow, man, I again like even for me who's only ever played GTA 5, it's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Now if GTA 6 goes back to Vice City, where did we talk about where GTA 7 is going to be at?
Well, we don't know yet, but they
Yeah,
have a
but did
pattern
we
for their
mention this?
games. So
I feel like we've mentioned this.
I
I feel
think
like we're going down a
I,
rabbit hole we've already been down before.
I think I've mentioned this to you. I don't know if it was on the podcast. I'm pretty sure it was at work. But
I feel like we're
Rockstar
going down a rabbit hole.
Rockstar has a pattern with how they map out their games. In GTA 1, you had Liberty City, um what's San is it San Fierro's their San Francisco copy, I think. And then Vice City. Right? They had like the three main locations, or three main states that all the GTA games take place in. And then GTA 2, I think, took place in one of those, and then it had like a London expansion. But then GTA 3, Liberty City, GTA Vice City,
Right.
Vice City, and GTA San Andreas, San Andreas. Then we got GTA 4, Liberty City, GTA 5, San Andreas, GTA 6, it's back in Vice City. So
I love
clearly,
how you skipped Chinatown Wars like it doesn't
I
exist.
skipped Chinatown Wars, Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, GTA Advance, uh, the episodes from Liberty City for GTA 4. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I skipped a lot of them.
Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Ballad of Gay Tony is. I've just heard of it before.
So, you haven't played GTA 4, so you wouldn't know what I'm talking about. So you play as this guy Nico Bellic, and in one of the missions, you're with some Irish guys and you rob a bank. And one of the guys in the bank, that's a customer there, is getting money for his
Uh-huh.
boss, Gay Tony. His name's Luis. He
Uh-huh.
ends up trying to rob some guys on a diamond deal. Those guys are Johnny Klebitz from the Lawson Dam and Nico from the main GTA 4 game. He ends up killing a couple guys. They lose the diamonds. He steals them, and I forget where he ends up putting the diamonds, but somehow they end up in a trash bag somewhere, and Nico finds them in the trash bag. And basically, this bag of diamonds is like the cause of misery throughout the entirety of GTA 4. And then, what was it? Yeah, I think that's about all the important details for Gay Tony.
Okay.
I don't even remember what I was
Okay.
talking about. What was our original topic, Landon? Do you recall?
The pattern
Oh yeah,
of
yeah. So they
cities.
have these like three main states, being New York, California, and Florida that they use like for all of their games. So realistically, considering we just had Los Santos and now we're having Leonida, chances are we're gonna get Liberty City again.
Okay. I hope they just do a 180 and just pick like some obscure
I hope they do
town.
too. I hope it's anywhere but the main three cities, especially because
I
there are other like Rockstar cities, like everything in the Red Dead universe is technically canon in the GTA universe, and even Carcer City from Manhunt is canon. Michael, during one of the when you're driving to do the Polito job, uh, all the guys start talking about their first scores, and Michael says that his was a bank in the outsticks of Carcer City, which is basically Chicago, and that's where Manhunt takes place.
I was about to say I feel like a Chicago or a Nashville GTA would be so fun.
It's Memphis, dude.
Ooh, I mean that like how they have what's the one street called, the really bad one where like is it Grove Street? Is that what it is?
In GTA, yeah.
Yeah. Like imagine like I'd imagine Memphis GTA would just be like 50 or 60 Grove Street just plastered all around.
Yeah. No, but we definitely need one in like Chicago, Detroit, Atlanta, St. Louis, Memphis.
Oh, Atlanta. Yeah, Atlanta. Oh, you could even start getting like some more of the deep south like you So I like Jackson, Mississippi.
Ooh,
Just right,
yeah.
like I don't know what they have in Jackson, Mississippi, but that's just obscure. That would be like a Rockstar
I can
thing to
tell you
do. Just like
exactly what they have. My one black friend.
ah, the most Rockstar thing ever to do, right? Like
Oh,
they
my
want to ask
one
like
black
this is
friend's been shot before.
oh,
Perfect setting.
I feel like the I
Let's
feel like
make
that's
GTA
the
7 about my black friend.
I was gonna say like I feel like they should announce like GTA 7 or GTA like this will be the last GTA ever. It's gonna be in the most like desirable, most wanted city that we've not seen yet, and they just come out and they say GTA 8 will be set in the great city of Gary, Indiana.
Dude, that's like too big of a city, dog. We gotta give him like a fucking like
Sevierville, Tennessee.
too big, dog. Hold on. I'm gonna use Google Maps. I'm gonna find the next city for GTA 7. I'm just gonna pick a random
Hazard,
one. I'm not
Kentucky.
gonna look. I'm not gonna look. I'm just
Hazard,
gonna zoom
Kentucky.
in somewhere, and wherever it ends up, that's
Hear
where we're going.
me out.
Where are we at?
Hazard,
Where are we at? What
Kentucky.
town is
Five
this?
thousand 5,000 people, right? Pretty small town. But we have a landmark that is a giant goose house.
Nope. Check it out. We're going to Ellesmere, Nebraska, a town
Okay, let's see if
with
I can
what
find some.
looks like 3 houses.
Shout out Ellesmere, Nebraska.
Shout out Ellesmere, Nebraska. Shout out to Jekistan. Shout out
Yeah.
Buskashi. Shout out Boat. Shout out Larry. Shout out Christy.
Shout out girl from KFC.
Shout out girl from
If
KFC in
you
Australia.
if you wanna reach out to me, don't do the international call route. Maybe like hit me up on Instagram or Snap or something, so that way I don't rack up an international bill.
Yeah. Or text him
Um,
internationally.
yeah, I don't know if there's a charge for that. Okay, how about that? I'm gonna zoom in on a map now, see where I can get. And it'll be like you're flying back and forth between the two cities, making runs or something. How
Okay,
about that?
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in somewhere randomly in America, not looking at my phone. Not going this direction here. Okay, and I just zoomed in the middle of a lake in the state of Oklahoma. Okay. Well,
Wow.
Oklahoma would have made a lot of sense. I'm
I didn't
zooming in
know they
again.
had lakes in Oklahoma.
I didn't know they had anything in Oklahoma.
They got meth and heroin, I know
Zoom.
that.
Hey, I zoomed in on a random mountain range. What's the nearest city? What's the nearest city? Hello? Okay, we're okay. Third try. I don't know how you do this first try. I keep zooming in on bodies of water.
I just zoomed in and I was like, oh, it's a cornfield. And I zoomed out like 2
Okay,
scrolls and I saw a town. I was like, alright, cool.
this random farm in
The Aberdeen Pig Farm from Red Dead 2?
the okay
The one with the incest twins?
Gothenburg. It's gonna take place in Gothenburg. Where's Gothenburg? Nebraska.
Dude, we both got Nebraska. Dude, shout out Nebraska, dude. They got corn.
Bro, Gothenburg, Nebraska. That's where we're. So let's zoom in. See what they got in Gothenburg, Nebraska.
Probably nothing, dude.
They got Pony Express Station.
Wow.
Okay, apparently this. You could set it in the past. Have like a Pony Express.
Yeah.
American Lutheran Church. They have a football field. Gothenburg Health. They have a campground.
Wow. They're really moving
They
up in
oh
the
they have
world.
bro they have a McDonald's. Fancy they got a
Okay,
McDonald's.
okay. Yeah, I bet that McDonald's
Meat
makes
and
$40 a day.
they got a Pizza Hut too, so probably $20.
Yeah.
Low key, I'm thinking about getting some McDonald's like DoorDash to my RV.
Dude, get the driver on.
I might have to do that in the future.
Dude, the
Honestly,
future could be 20 minutes from now.
could also be 20 episodes from now.
No, dude, literally all you gotta do when he gets here, be like, hey, I want to live stream with 6,000 people right now. Do you want to come say hi?
And then he's gonna ask to subscribe, and then I have to, break the news to him that I lied. We have a viewership of like 3, and it's not live.
That's fine.
And two of that viewership is us.
Yeah, so guess what? You get him on here. He's like, oh shit, you're actually live? And then he hops on, he starts talking to us for like 2 minutes. And he's like, alright, that's cool, man. Like, what's your channel? Can I subscribe? And then we show him, and he subscribes, and he's our 4th subscriber.
And I feel like if you could get DoorDash, that'd be an idea for you to do.
They don't have it in my area.
That's what I'm saying. They got it here in where I'm at, because I live like not even
Yeah.
mile from the nearest restaurants.
Good old Seaman, Tennessee.
Listen, as I was telling you, I had a pretty late lunch. I clocked in at 10:30. Didn't go to lunch until 5:30. I didn't get lunch until 7 hours into my 9.5 hour shift.
Yeah. Crazy.
They ended up extending hours. They're like, "Hey, do you want to stay for this extra hour?" And I'm like, "No, not really." Because
Can't blame you.
I didn't say the reason why. Main reason why is like I wanted to get home in time to record this.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to be getting
I
home at
appreciate you.
I didn't want to be getting home at 11 and recording until 2.
Yeah. I really appreciate that because I gotta get up at like 7:30 and be out of here at 8 because they're having the party tomorrow. Now I gotta bring in some pies so that I can beat Larry in the pie off.
Well, yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to make it tomorrow, so I won't be going.
Damn. I'll save a piece of pie for you.
I don't know how you'll do that, but hey,
Are you working tomorrow?
no, I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, when are you working next?
I have no idea what my schedule is. I need to
Oh,
look at that.
that sucks.
I need to let them know what days I can work.
I mean, like all of them theoretically, right?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Alright, you gotta come in on the 5th, because we're gonna be taking the letters off Toss Across and all the stars and stuff and taking them home as souvenirs, and then we're gonna take
They're letting us keep them?
yeah,
Bro, Toss Across is like my game.
and then we're gonna take the T and everyone on the team's gonna sign it, and we're gonna keep it in the office.
What day of the week is the 5th on?
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay, hopefully I might try to go in that day.
I really hope you can. It's gonna be such a sentimental day.
And I Toss Across though, like for those who are out of the loop, Toss Across is like my favorite game in all of Dollywood.
It's the best game to run.
Not only is it the best game to run, it's the best game to like heckle at and just like
Yes.
be an absolute like prick to anybody
It's
playing.
like the only game you can actually heckle people at because it's genuinely a scam.
No, because you can't really heckle them at basketball because that's more of a skill-based game.
Yeah.
Goblet Toss is a luck-based game. You can't like any of the luck-based games. You can't really heckle them on. Now Toss Across, it's skill-based 100%, and I have
No,
a
it's
full list of
skill,
taunts.
luck, physics, weather, attitude, barometric pressure. Like, it depends on so many forces of nature. Like, if the spirits of Christmas, future, present, and past aren't happy, you're not going to win. Like, the stars got to be
It's
aligned, the planets got to be aligned, at least 3 different solar
it's
systems and 9 galaxies got to be aligned. Like, it's
this
real
right
hard to
here.
win that game.
This right here is a full list of taunts that I gave Thomas that he can use at Toss Across.
Hmm.
So my personal favorite is if they keep playing again and again and again and again and failing, I'll say I'll stop them before they throw to be like, listen, there's a number you can call, 1-800-GAMBLER. That'll really help you out.
Yeah.
Then I kind of turn it back into a joke and I'm like, don't ask me how I know that number.
Hmm.
Now see, me personally, I've never had to call them because I don't go gambling, I go winning. Shout out Underdog Sports, by the way. I thought I only won
Hold on, we're not
$17.
affiliated. Don't shout them out. Anti-shout out to whoever that is until they pay us.
Okay. I'm not sponsored by them. I feel like I'm legally obligated to say that I am not sponsored by them. But I thought I won $17 with a bet on them, but no, I won 35.
That's a lot
Go
of
me,
money.
go sports betting. Go sports betting.
Go winning, honestly.
I go winning. I don't go gambling. I go winning. If I ever get a tattoo, I'm between three things. Either my grandpa's signature, rest in peace, by the way. Died when I was young, but people say I look just like him. So shout out that.
This is a sexy ass
Uh,
grandpa.
okay, wow. Then I'm gonna say, so it's either his signature, just because it's something sentimental, a Dr. Pepper logo,
Of
or
course.
or chest tattoo. I don't go gambling. I go winning, but just a giant stack of cash in the middle.
Dude, I only want to get one tattoo, and that's the single cover for Macadelic by Mac Miller. It's so like the normal cover is like a bunch of naked women having an orgy, but the single
Oh,
cover is just one naked woman, and it just says Macadelic in red letters across it. I want to get it right on my thigh. Cause I don't want to have
okay.
anything that's visible at all, but just having it right there as like something cool to look at would be really nice. I really like that album. I really like
I'm
Mac Miller. Like I feel
I'm
like that's just
looking at
like the
the
perfect tat to get.
looking at the cover right now. That is
Yeah, I
why
can pull up the exact
quite
picture I
the
want.
quite the design choice. But I don't. If I were to ever get an album cover tattooed, I more than likely would go for something like maybe Metallica, just because I love Metallica, or Avenged Sevenfold because of Avenged Sevenfold. I feel like a Jamiroquai tattoo would be pretty cool, just because Jamiroquai has like, a lot of like cool designs and stuff. I don't know if you know about.
That right there.
Is it-
That's what I want.
Would you get the word tattooed as well?
Have to, yeah.
Okay.
That's like the main part of the tattoo.
I don't know what you like, how much you know about Jamiroquai, bro, but like I love Jamiroquai.
I don't know who that
I
is or
love
what that
love
is.
it's a band. It's a band. Like acid jazz funk mixed with rock. It's so weird, but they're so good. You remember that, like futures made of virtual insanity and always seems like covered by this. You don't know.
No.
Bro, it has like they have the one of the coolest music videos ever. Their lead singer is this dude. His name is J.K. Jaykai, and he's all the time wearing these like ridiculous funky hats. And and it's made it to the logo for the band. So, see, I'm gonna drop this in. If you look up Jamiroquai mascot, I thought about getting like that outline tattoo because that's like the logo that they, like their main logo. That's like the representation of him, of their singer. And I just I
Oh, I
dropped it
can't
in the
believe
chat.
I spelled that right the first time.
You spelled
That's
Jamiroquai right. I'm so proud of you.
I just sounded it out. No, I
I
see that hat though. That's crazy. Or like the hats,
yeah he's
multiple.
yeah. If you look up Jamiroquai hat, you'll see a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Man, like they are, bro. They
Bro, are in
like
English acid
so
jazz and
underrated.
funk band? What the fuck is acid? I mean, I can imagine exactly what acid jazz is because I've done
If
acid
you
and listened to
if
jazz.
you
But like, what the fuck?
you if you'd like me to play like 3 or 4 second snippet of a song by them, I can, so we don't get copyrighted.
I
You want to
think
hear
as
what
long as we
acid
keep it,
jazz sounds like, Tommy Boy?
yeah, as long as it's under like 10 seconds, we're perfectly fine.
Okay, here's what acid jazz sounds like. Here's Love Philosophy. Shout out Jamiroquai. Then I'll skip to the chorus.
Oh, actually, I just looked it up. Virtual Insanity is not copyrighted, so you can actually just play that.
Oh wait, it's not?
You can't played the video is copyrighted by Vivo. The song is not copyrighted, so you can play that.
I just looked up, is Virtual Insanity copyrighted? And Google says, yes, it's copyrighted. The song's album version samples the sound from the 1979 horror film Alien, which I'm pretty sure is copyright. But we will play
Hold on,
some.
no. Sampling is as long as your sample's approved, then like your song's good. But regardless, we can play. We can play a few seconds.
This is a shot from the. This is a shot from the music video. Just look at that. They had like a whole moving platform, like moving the furniture around.
Dog, that's the part we can't show.
It's like 2 seconds from a Spotify clip. Okay, here's Virtual Insanity. All right.
Okay.
On. Nope, this ain't. Well, this ain't the right one. Here it is. That's acid jazz. Let's go to the chorus. So, what's your opinion on some Jamiroquai? Is that something that Tommy Boy's interested in?
No, unfortunately not. Speaking of which, while we're here talking about music, I just remembered I gotta send you a link to my YouTube playlist. You say you're into like girly pop stuff, dude. I got a nostalgia playlist of like 2000s girly pop, dude. You're gonna love it.
Whoa. Right, listen. You throw in some, like, California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes bikinis on top. Or
when the lights
you're hot and you're cold, you're yes and you're no. In and you're out, you're up and you're down. You're wrong when it's right, you're black when it's... We fight, we break up, we kiss, we make up.
Okay, when I say I have like girly pop stuff on here, I mean like Natasha Bedingfield, like Unwritten, or like well, I got some Carly Rae Jepsen in here. I got some Britney Spears. I got some Miley Cyrus. I got some Rihanna. I don't got none of that gay girly pop though. I don't got none of that. I'm not gonna say the F word. I'm not gonna say what kind of doctor. but you know, I don't got that gay music in here. I got real girly pop.
Bro, listen. I probably said this on the podcast before.
Okay, I do have California girls in here actually.
I will say unashamedly, I am a Dua Lipa fan, and I love.
I think you've said that in every episode.
I'm a straight shout out Dua Lipa, bro.
No, shout out Dua Lipa.
Finest woman on the planet. Makes some bangers.
Tripping, dog. She ain't Grace Garris.
If you're in a one with me, I can't even do it. She sings too fast. You want me? I want you, baby. My sugar boo. We're levitating. The Milky Way. We're renegading. Yeah. Hey, what you know about
Oh yeah. Keep a holding woolly cake by the ocean. Dog, it's the same. She stole that flow. She stole it.
Like, I got you, starlight. Na. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me.
Song.
I'm levitating.
Lame ass song. It's dog.
Bro, Love Again. Love Again is a 10 out of 10 song.
It's a 0 out of 10. It is the most basic bitch. Fucking.
You've not ever.
Dog.
You've never heard Love Again. You've never heard Love Again.
I
never thought that I would find a way out. No. I never thought I'd hit my heartbeat so loud. Can't believe it.
All of her music, it's so obviously like just industry playing garbage, so baseless, so just.
No, you know who an industry like garbage? You know who an industry garbage plant is? Sabrina Carpenter, bro. I hate Sabrina Carpenter. I cannot put into words how much I despise that talentless, bland, white chicken, no seasoning woman, Sabrina Carpenter. Same thing with Taylor Swift and Olivia Rodrigo. Where did they come from? Why are they famous? I hate them both. I hate them all three. Shout out Kanye, he made her famous.
Shout out Kanye. I'm not laughing because of what you said. I'm laughing because when you said no, your mic peaked so fucking loud. It was like a bass boosted double echo extra reverb. No! Fucking dude, that shit shook me. Sorry, headphone users, for having to hear Landon fucking scream like that.
Listen, if I could describe Sabrina Carpenter's music in 3 words: unseasoned, boiled chicken. That is the best way to describe Sabrina Carpenter's music. I'm sure you would agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, no offense, but if you're a Sabrina Carpenter fan, just like
Dua Lipa's music is like unseasoned boiled tilapia on undercooked white rice. It's hard and mushy at the same time and tastes like bad pussy.
Bro, listen, you just gotta like know where to look for Dua Lipa. I actually went and listened to her full second album at one point. That's Future Nostalgia. There's some bangers on there. I'm pretty sure every song except for like 2 from Future Nostalgia got added into my full like playlist rotation.
You know where else there's some real bangers? I mean, true bangers.
Where's that?
Dude, the "Oops, I Did It Again" album by Britney Spears.
Bro, again, shout out like
Prime
early
Britney
20s
Spears.
Britney Spears, bro. Bro, prime Britney Spears when she was like 21, 22 years old, bro. Peak. Future Nostalgia, good song. Don't Start Now. If you don't want to see me dancing with somebody, if you want to believe that anything can stop me. That song, good. Levitating, banger. Pretty Please, banger. Hallucinate, banger. Love Again, my favorite Dua Lipa song, banger. So many good songs on that album. Now, I will say, my favorite pop album of all time is not by Dua Lipa. It is Bruno Mars' debut album, Doo-Wops and Hooligans, bro. Every song on that album, I know we've mentioned it before, but again, shout out Doo-Wops and Hooligans.
Bangers.
Like, Bruno Mars secured a feature from Bob Marley, and then another feature from B.O.B. and CeeLo Green.
Dude, you know whose music I just like? I've never really been into Justin Timberlake. I'm still not. But 15 years ago specifically, when him and who's it? I gotta look up the song now. I think it was DJ Mustard, right? He did the Sexy Back with. Yeah, DJ Mustard, dude. 15 years ago when he
Mustard did that song?
Yeah. So 15 years ago. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have to like triple check now. I'm pretty sure that's who it was with.
Bro, Mustard is only 34, so 15 years ago.
Wait.
He would have been like 19.
Oh, Timbaland. It was Timbaland. My bad. Okay, so
how do you get Mustard and Timbaland
shut up.
confused?
I don't know, producers. Dude, okay, no, honestly, I thought Timbaland and Too Short were the same guy up until like a week ago. Anyways.
Man, what do you know about Bushwick Bill? You ever heard of Bushwick Bill?
I've heard that name. Yeah, anyways. So hold on. Let me get my point out. 15 years ago, Justin Timberlake and Timbaland had a 2-year contract signed with each other. And they were just putting out bangers. I mean, first of all, the way Timbaland yells out "yeah" on "Sexy Back," dude, Justin comes and goes, "I'm bringing sexy back," and then just the way Timlin goes, "Yeah," just it's perfect.
Listen, I'm dropping something in right now. I don't know how I just ran without a Bushwick Bill, but he was this like midget, you know, rapper, right? He was in a group called Ghetto Boys. This is the
Oh
coldest
yeah, I love
album
Ghetto
cover of
Boys.
all time.
Yeah,
This is the coldest album cover of all time. Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped.
dude.
That is the coldest album cover of all time. You cannot deny that. Look at that
Dude,
like
Ghetto
big
Boys, My
cell phone
Mind's
he's
Playing
holding.
Tricks on Me has to be like one of the greatest instrumentals of all time, and the way Kodak sampled it on Transportin', oh my god.
Bro,
Gotta when you make the
Bushwick
moves, I
Bill,
be
he was
noticed.
like
Why
this
you watching Dragon Forces?
one-eyed
I just told it.
midget
Said the same
rapper,
nigga in a
and he was
form, but
like,
it's stolen. Ride sporty, high sport, I can't control it. I'm doing frog, I got that
rest in
bag,
peace,
yeah, I'm transporting.
Bushwick
I
Bill,
got
bro.
that bag, homie ninja, like I'm transporting. You tried the mixtape, thought I wasn't reposting. I ain't posting mixtape cause I don't folks. I love Kodak so much.
I love that we're just turning this into like a music showcase episode. This is long overdue.
POV, you're Kurt Cobain begging Courtney Love not to kill you.
Listen, I don't know if I've mentioned this before. That's one of the only conspiracy theories that I truly believe in.
Dude, if you
I
look at the crime
do
scene
not believe.
evidence, Courtney totally killed him. Like the
Listen,
blood spray pattern doesn't make sense for a suicide.
yeah, I've mentioned Wilt Chamberlain before and how I do not think he scored 100 points in a game because that there's no like video evidence of it. So that's one. I also believe that Courtney Love killed Kurt Cobain. I truly, truly believe it. I also think OJ, uh, the glove did not fit. That's all I'm gonna say. The glove didn't fit.
Before I had
Glove.
watched the trial of O.J. Simpson, not the documentary, I mean actually watched and studied the legit trial,
Mm.
I kind of thought O.J. was innocent. I thought the same thing. The glove didn't fit, whatever, and I don't know, just based on things I heard, I was like, he probably didn't do it. And then I watched the trial and listened to the testimonies and like just looked at all the evidence around it. That motherfucker slaughtered those two. He was reveling in their deaths.
I'm not saying he did it or he didn't do it. I'm not saying
He
either one of
fucking
those.
did it. He
I'm just saying the
enjoyed it.
glove did not.
He had a
I'm just
lot of
saying the
fun doing
glove.
it. He was waiting for that
Have we,
day.
have we ever talked about like the book he wrote afterward?
Called If I Did It, where he detailed himself doing it.
I did it. Yeah. And then the family of Nicole Brown, I think, is who did it. The
Yeah.
family of whatever his wife was.
Yeah, Nicole
I
Brown.
think it was her. Yeah, I think it was her family got the rights to the book, and they got to design the cover, right? So they made it like in real big letters. I did it, but just to, like keep the integrity of the name, like in a really like itsy bitsy tiny letters. They put if. The book title was still If I Did It, but
Yeah.
no,
Yeah, he did it.
I still remember.
That motherfucker's guilty.
Here it is. Okay. Yeah, this is one of the covers for it. You gotta zoom in really, really tiny on the I, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
did it.
I might as well show him this. This is important.
This is like context clues, or contextualizing, I should say.
Yeah. Let me pull that up. Yeah, you can see the if, like, just barely sticking out of the eye. Yeah.
And maybe or Goldman. So maybe it was written by. Was it written? Was it written by OJ? Maybe it was written by. Oh, it says by the Goldman family. Okay, by O.J. Simpson, which Simpson puts forth a hypothetical description of the murders of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman.
Oh, yeah. It was the Goldman family that sued, not the Brown family, and so the Goldman family got the
Okay.
publishing rights, and that's why they put it on every future copy of the books.
So I guess they're making all the money from that, then, aren't they?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm not gonna buy a copy, because if it's not going to Ornithal James Estate's pockets, I don't want it going anywhere. Rest in peace, Ornithal James Simpson Jr.
Remember that Family Guy episode where Peter's and his family invite OJ Simpson into the house
Yeah.
and just like it's like he causes Lois to spill the lasagna tray, and then Peter walks in and thinks that it's he killed her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he starts trying to take OJ down. Bro, that's such a good episode. Such
Dude,
an
you remember?
amazing episode.
I don't remember the context of where it was happening, but there was a time OJ was like on TV, and it might have been like a news interview or something, and there was like a offstage clip of OJ like opening the door to this woman's like green room
Yeah.
and going, yeah, like dude, masterclass trolling right there. That's like 50
Have we
Cent
talked
levels
about
of
the
trolling.
Have we talked about the R. Kelly interview where a reporter's asking about
I fight for my life. Yeah, I love that one.
No, I'm talking about like have we talked about the one where like the interviewer's like, are you or are you not attracted to teenage girls? Have you talked about that? And then R. Kelly is
I
like,
don't know if I've seen that one.
then R. Kelly, I don't remember the exact wording, but the reporter asked him something about like if he's into teenage girls or if he slept with teenage girls or whatever. And the R. Kelly kind of takes a second, and makes a face like, when you say
I think I
teenage
kinda recall
girls,
that
how
one.
old are you talking? Yeah, hold on, let me see here.
No,
R.
anytime anyone says that R. Kelly interview, I'm like that one where he like has a mental breakdown and says he's fighting for his life. Yeah, I remember that one. It's like ingrained in my memory, right next to like the "Just Do It."
Okay. Here's two. Yeah, so this is 2008. Gonna share link. See if this is the right one, real quick.
I didn't do this stuff.
The-
Stop me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
So you heard that? Did, did you not hear the video I just played?
no,
And then,
I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids.
all right. So here it is. In case our audience wants to see it with
I
you.
don't know if y'all heard the one I just played, but I love that video.
So yeah, this is what I was talking about. So it wasn't a woman interview. I thought it was a woman interviewing him for years and years, but no, it's a dude who interviews him.
Okay.
And this is it's pretty. It's so absurd. No, I gave you the link. It's in the chat.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't
I
have the
thought you were
chat
gonna
open.
want to. Hold on. I thought you were gonna want to show it.
Yeah, I will. I got her sexy ass faces up there, so I didn't see that.
Wondering about you. Do you like teenage girls?
Why does this dude look like Eric Andre?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers,
19?
19 and younger.
I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal if that's what we're talking about, underage.
Uh-huh. Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to them?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me, so I usually don't get into what people.
Okay. I showed about the first 30 seconds of that. They don't know Robert. I think they do. Mr. Kelly.
Robert Sylvester Kelly.
Dude, oh wait.
It's quite the name.
Dude,
His middle name is Sylvester.
There's some rappers out there that got some real funny names.
Listen, I want you to look this up yourself. I want to see your live reaction, okay? I
Yeah.
want you to look up Julio Jones' real name. That's a former Atlanta Falcons player. I
Okay.
just want you to look up Julio Jones' real name.
Quintoros Lopez Jones.
That is a black man with the name Quintoris Lopez Jones. His middle name is Lopez.
I got a better one for you. Okay, two of them
Real
actually.
quick. Okay.
What's your real quick?
Oh, real quick. I'm gonna say. Here's a little fun fact. I don't know how I'm remembering this. You know, Julio. You know, Quintoris there. You know what his nickname was in high school? This is like a funny story people always tell.
There's no way I could possibly guess.
It, so he played wide receiver. You know, the dudes who run out and catch the ball.
Sure.
So in high school, they
Don't they
so
all
in
do
high
that?
school, well, the wide receivers do. So
Okay,
in high
I don't
school,
know what football is.
in, okay, wide receivers.
You
are
don't
just
have to
run
explain it.
out
It's not
really,
going to make sense.
okay.
You say they go run and
So
get the ball. I'm like, yeah, they all do
yeah,
that. It's football.
yeah. So his nickname in high school was Waffle House because he was quote always open, which means the quarterback could always throw him the ball easily.
Mhm.
Yeah, the Waffle House.
Hold on. So quarterback throw, wide open catch,
Correct.
or wide receiver catch.
Yes.
Why the fuck is anyone else there? That's like the two main parts, like throw and catch. That's football.
Well, they need the people on the line to block to make sure the quarterback doesn't get hit. All the defense to make sure that they don't
Right.
score.
Okay. You got that line
And they
there,
have
right?
somebody.
If that
And
line
they also have
wasn't
some.
there, and the other team also didn't have a line, and then neither had to defend each other, it'd just be quarterbacks and wide opens throwing and catching. It'd be such
Well,
a
there's also
faster game.
you also have running backs who run the ball.
Okay, you got three necessary positions to win the game. Everything else is unnecessary. I just fixed football.
You have a
You
tight
need six
end,
dudes
which
out
is
there.
you have a tight end who also blocks but also catches.
Okay,
also
but
occasionally
you got
run.
the other guys for catching. You don't need that guy. If his only other job is to block and you don't have him, there's nothing to block.
You don't need to do like a crash course in football.
No,
from Hollywood
no,
show.
no. Please,
I feel like
please don't waste your time on that.
I feel like at least the wrestling one had some sort of substance that could be useful to you.
Yeah, because I actually care about like doing that properly. I don't give a fuck about football, dude. They're throwing and catching a ball. They're playing catch. They're
How
getting
would you
paid
feel about having,
hundreds of millions of dollars to play catch.
How would you feel about like having in the a future episode like a comedy slideshow segment? Like we both make a slideshow or something, funny, and then just like present it.
Yeah, we can do that. So,
I might have to get working on that.
I want to get back to the artists with insane names.
My bad
First,
for
first,
straying off.
it's good. We've got Travis Scott. Do you know what Travis Scott's name is?
I do not. I'm assuming it's not Travis Scott.
It's Jacques Bermond Webster II.
Wow.
And then
So his
21.
dad's
Yeah. 21 Savage, though, really takes the cake. His name is Shaya bin Abraham Joseph.
You know what Ice Spice's real name is?
No.
Her first name, not joking.
It's ISIS,
Ice
right?
Spice. Her first name is Isis.
Yeah, I know that. I don't know what her last name is.
Neither do I. You ever looked at Cardi B's real name?
No.
I want you to look it up and try to pronounce that.
Hold on. It's Isis Nija Gaston. Okay, Cardi B. Belcalis Marlinus Almanzar. Or Almanzar.
Yeah.
That's a crazy name.
Hey, well, she's married now.
Dude, fucking.
Well, divorce.
Hold on. Nicki
She was married to
Minaj.
Offset for a while.
Nicki Minaj and Glorilla have unique names for different reasons. Nicki's is Onika Tanya Mirage Petty. Pretty long name.
Okay.
Glorilla's, though, is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Dog, imagine having Hallelujah as your middle name. Oh, Honestly, that makes me feel so much better about my name. At least I don't got one of
What
those fucking
is
dumbass names.
what is your middle name?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh, okay. What's your middle name, your mother's maiden name, your date of birth, the funky digits on the back of your credit card, and the street you grew up on?
Do you want my friend's social security number?
I want your social security number.
But then you commit identity fraud on me and not him. He's homeless. It's okay.
I'm trying to message back somebody. Sorry if I'm like, can I've, fading in and out of the conversation, but like I'm missing somebody right now.
Oh, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I feel like one of these days, like a skinwalker is gonna like come out of that dark closet behind you and like just like scoop you away, and I'm never gonna see you again. It just looks so dark and ominous back there, but I mean, like occasionally I see,
back here,
yeah, like occasionally I see like a little like flicker or something.
bedroom.
Yeah, so occasionally I see like a little like flicker or something happen back there, and I'm like, oh, is that a skinwalker? Is Landy Boy about to get kidnapped? Never happens though. Yeah. Oh man, you know
I mean,
what?
like,
You know what I
you,
think would be fun?
would it be better if I turned the lights on in there too, Tommy boy?
No, no, you're. It's just my own
Or is it
subconscious
better?
fears.
Or is it better leaving the bedroom light mysteriously off?
I think it looks better having a mysterious skinwalker cave in the background.
Man, like I'd love sometime like you and me to do like a live watch along of the Super Bowl. Now we obviously couldn't show the game, but like I just want to see your reaction to confusion, whatever. I've got a TV. Like literally, if I turn, I'm gonna unplug this charger real quick. So I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Like literally, like from my point of view, looking at a TV, right? So I could probably lay the TV and then you be watching on the phone or something. We could do a lot. We could do a live watch along of pretty much any live event.
Laney boy, I could just drive over there and we could do a literally live together like watch of it.
Like I could just like set the screen up here. Look at it. Fit us both in frame perfectly.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you'd be wanting to watch it in this cold, not really cold, but like this RV, but
When is the Super Bowl?
February 9th, I want to say.
It's not gonna be cold then. It'll be 70 degrees out. We're in Tennessee.
Yeah, and then the very next day it'll be like 40 degrees and flurries.
Yeah,
And
who
then 2 days
knows?
later it'll be back in the 70s.
Exactly, we'll be fine.
Love it. I wonder, have you ever seen it snow and stick at Dollywood?
No.
Exactly. Now it's flooded multiple times since
Yeah,
I've
I've
been there.
seen that.
Bro, I feel like I should have got an airbrush shirt that said, I survived the Dollywood flood of 2024.
Same.
That's gonna go down as like one of my favorite moments from the year. Is just like the flood. Like even if it got bad after I left, I was still there for the beginning of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so, just like, that was for like 3 or 4 hours. Nobody was playing. They're just like, okay, Lenny, go home. I still got my hours.
Yeah. Well, no, they did that for all of us. Like, they were sitting around, and if I remember right, we were just in the office playing like chess or Jenga or something, and then who was it? Jalen was like, "I'm just waiting for the text to send you guys out of here." And eventually, he got it. We all left.
When you're trying to play another round of like chess on the game, I feel like we need to do like an unqualified game night every like 7, 8, 9 episodes or so.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. We definitely need to, but we need to play some better games.
Uno. Ooh, what about Uno?
What about Risk?
Hey, that could work.
I'm pretty good at Risk.
Could work. I've never played Risk.
Oh, it's fun, and you can get it for free on Steam.
Really?
Yeah, and then we can just play online instantly. I would highly, highly recommend getting that.
Okay. I might have to.
Yeah.
I might have to. Bro, what about Marvel Rivals?
Man, I still gotta
I've
download that.
Sean and Jalen been getting me into that. I'm not very good, but hey, I'm getting somewhere. I had 13 kills my first game. I've never really eclipsed that since.
Hmm. I've never tried it. Yeah, I tried
It's
playing Black
kind
Ops
of
6
fun.
today. It sucks.
I still have yet to play any Call of Duty games.
I still think Black Ops 2 is the best one. I mean, I don't think it'll really ever be disagreed by anyone that Black Ops 2 is the best one. I mean, you had to be there for the online, like when multiplayer was popping for like 5 straight years. But man, even in terms of like campaigns, it's still up there in like top 3, top 4 easy.
Listen, I don't care what game you're bringing to the table. Like Minecraft will always and forever be number one in my heart.
It
I
yeah,
just
it's just the best.
so many memories.
Dude, I I
I've
bought Pocket
Not to mention I
Edition
have
so I can
over
play
two
Minecraft at
thousand
work.
hours. I have over 2,000 hours on PS4 version alone. So I don't know how many that would be on PC included whenever I was growing up, or mobile, phone or iPad or whatever, or Xbox 360 when I had that.
Yeah, I probably got 2,000 hours just on the 360. Man,
Now I will say when I had the 360, it was Minecraft or the WWE 2K games that I was burning up. I had a lot of those.
I forget I forget which WWE game I had, but I had one with Brock Lesnar in it. And I love to just play as Brock Lesnar and beat people up. No, that was a UFC game. That was a UFC game with Brock Lesnar in it. That was on the PS3.
He was in both. Listen, Brock Lesnar was in the UFC, the WWE, and the
Yeah,
NFL
but this
all in
was
the
a
span of
UFC game I had.
all in the span of like 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
Man is like a freak of nature.
He's
And
better than Michael Jordan.
he's also been brought into some. He got brought into the Vince McMahon case, so that's something
The Vince McMahon case?
about how Vince McMahon was like allegedly like sex trafficking and paying off for like favors and stuff.
Oh, yeah. He innocent, though.
We've covered this.
We did. I forgot. Sorry,
Silly,
brain
silly,
hurty.
silly. It's the weed.
No, it's the concussions.
So, what are you doing for, first moment you get in the ring, you're, acting all cocky saying like, oh yeah, I can do that. And you just like hit your head on like, the ring mat or the turnbuckle or something.
Get up and do it again.
Boom, another concussion.
No, it's not guaranteed.
It's quite risky.
I've had enough. I mean, I feel like at a certain point, it's like collecting Infinity Stones. Like you get them all, and then like you can make more at that point, but they don't do anything. Like you got all of them. Like I hurt all the important parts all the way around. Like there's nothing to fuck up anymore.
You take one bump in the ring. It's like, oh, there goes your there goes all your sensory skills. Take another bump.
No,
Like,
those,
oh,
those
there
are
goes all your
already
motor skills.
those are pretty gone. Honestly, I can't even stand up straight. I can't balance for shit.
I can stand up like normal. You know why? I protect my noggin.
Yeah, I didn't.
I protect my head.
I remember one time I knocked myself out on accident. I was running around
Mm.
at school and I went to like run past this like dumpster. And you know how they got those like arms sticking out of them so the trucks can pick them up? Well, I didn't see it because it was like up against like a black wall and I just ran like
Ooh.
forehead first into that fucking
Oh,
arm, dude. like full speed.
Oh,
Straight up knocked myself out. Woke up like 5 minutes later. I was like, oh shit, that
giving me
sucks.
a headache thinking about that.
I remember when I first learned to ride a bike, I rode it down a hill, and this hill
As
went
you,
like straight forward into a park, but it made like a right turn, right? Like the road curved to the right, and there was like a guardrail, and this guy like pulled up in his car like basically I was planning to like go down like the exact middle of the road. I was like 5 at this point, and this guy like pulled up and like parked his car like right where I was like planning to go, and I'm like, oh, you son of a
mm,
bitch, and I like just hit the guardrail and flipped over the handlebars,
oh,
and that dude, I was knocked out for like an hour.
should have put like a Johnny Knoxville or whatever and just like jumped it, just send
I
it.
should have hit his fucking car, dude.
Yeah, bro. By the way, shout out Johnny Knoxville. I love Johnny
Yeah.
Knoxville.
Shit,
I was
dude.
a
Shout out Johnny Knoxville for playing one of the Hazard brothers in the Dukes of Hazard.
he did.
Exactly. Nobody
I thought
knows that was him. He was one of the Hazard brothers.
in the movie
Yeah,
remake. I
yeah.
assume.
In the movie,
I had no
he
idea.
was so
I had no
good at
idea.
he was so good at that role. He looked so much like a fucking hillbilly redneck that nobody knows it was him. Go back and watch it again and realize that's Johnny Knoxville, and you'll see it.
How did I never know that?
Dude, he's the one that does the driving. Like
Really?
like the first driving scene where they're like drifting down that like dirt road in the woods, and they like jump
I've
over the
never seen
bridge
I've
and all
never
the
seen the movie.
yeah. So they're like drifting down like a dirt road, and they like jump over like a broken bridge, and all the moonshine and the trunk shatters. That's Johnny Knoxville driving the fucking car.
I'm look I'm looking at the poster right now. That's Knoxville.
Yeah.
That's Johnny. Wow.
Also, Keanu Reeves, before The Matrix, he was in the Bill and Ted movies.
Burt Reynolds and Willie Nelson were in it.
Yeah. Dude, they're like some of the main characters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Had no clue. Had no clue.
Man, I've been
My
sitting here holding my
Spanish
bong for
two,
like 5 minutes. I've been meaning to hit this spot. I'm just having fun talking.
my Spanish two teacher told me, probably when I was a junior when this was. That doesn't matter, but when I was in Spanish two, my teacher all the time would be telling us like these, little cool facts and stuff about like who she taught in the past and like what they did and and their futures and I guess their careers and all that. And one time she just casually drops us like, "Oh yeah, one time I taught Johnny Knoxville's nephew," and that was like one of the coolest things I think I've ever heard. And I did another time. I went to a high school in the area to take the ACT, and come to find out, it is where Johnny Knoxville went to high school. So I may or may not have sat in the same classroom as Johnny Knoxville did in the past.
Wow.
Yeah. South Doyle High School is where he went, and I took the ACT there 2 or 3 times, I think.
Why did you take it that many times?
I took it the first time because it was like a school regulated thing. I took it the second time to get my score up. Took it a third time to get my score up again, so I could look good for colleges and then get a real job in the future.
Okay.
And I think I took it a four. Okay, I think I took it 4 times. Either 3 or 4 times. I know that one of those at least was school, given. And then the other 2 or 3 times, the other 1 or 2 of them were done at school, and then I know for sure I did 2 of them at a high school where Johnny Knoxville went to school.
Yeah. you know, alright, for some reason, we were talking about our high schools, and I didn't want to say what my high school is.
Hmm.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck, because I hate it, and I hate it so much that if...
You don't live there anymore.
Oh, no, see, my thought, my thinking was, if I like talked about this place and how much I hated it and I name dropped it, then like in the future we might have some like crazy person watching us who's gonna go and like burn the school down. And I don't want to be
Oh,
like affiliated with that. But then I thought about it and I'm like, if they burn the school down, I didn't burn the school down. I'm fine. So
you just gave them the ideology.
I will hope they
You
do.
just gave them the idea.
Okay, if someone were to killdozer the school, I hope they do.
If someone were to do what?
Hold on, you don't know what killdozer is?
No,
What?
I've never heard of that.
Killdozer, Marvin Heemeyer, Granby, Colorado, the Komatsu D3550A.
You're speaking gibberish.
Oh my god. Okay, alright. New podcast segment. Here we go. I'm going to teach you about one of the greatest moments in American history. Marvin Heemeyer. He lives in Granby, Colorado. He owns a muffler shop. It was his pride and joy. It didn't make a lot of money. He wasn't a very rich man, but he did make enough to stay alive, and guess what? He was happy with that. He was happy until a certain goddamn concrete company bought the land in front of him illegally, blocked his driveway illegally, making his business completely inaccessible. He sued them. They hired better lawyers. He lost. Sued them again. Lost. But they did agree that his business had to be publicly accessible, so they carved out like a 10-foot section around the concrete plant as the driveway to his muffler shop. Except now, instead of going straight off the road, turning, and then being at his muffler shop, you had to like go into the woods and go around this concrete plant to get into his little muffler shop. So his business died immediately because nobody's going to his fucking muffler shop. And that's when he made this amazing quote. He said, "Sometimes reasonable men must be made to do unreasonable things." He took his Komatsu D355A bulldozer. He made a 3-inch thick steel plate shield to go over the top of the killdozer, as he called it. He put an air conditioning unit in it so he wouldn't burn to death. He mounted 3 guns, two to the sides, one to the front. He had cameras all around it, encased in bulletproof shields so they couldn't be shot out, and he could monitor where he was going from inside the killdozer. And he went on a rampage through Granby, Colorado. See,
What?
the thing is, he actually had a 4th gun, a rifle that he kept inside the
Wow.
killdozer, because he had the steel shield, I guess you could call it, really tomb, attached to a car lift. Now no, actually, I think it was hanging from the ceiling. I'm pretty sure. And as he was lowering it onto the killdozer, the ceiling collapsed. So there's no way for him to pick it up anymore. He was permanently stuck in there, and he kind of figured that was going to happen. And also, killdozer was wider than his door at that point. So he just plowed through the side of his own business, went straight to that concrete plant, demolished the fucking place, ruined it, left it in shambles, and then he went through downtown Granby just destroying businesses, flipping cars over, causing fucking mayhem, shooting at the stuff. Just, this man was having the best day of his life for as long as he could have it.
Like something out of GTA, basically?
Yeah, eventually, while he's plowing through, I believe, a bank, the ceiling of the bank collapses on top of the killdozer, and as he's trying to like work himself out of it, he overheats the engine, and one of the radiator hoses explodes, and the killdozer dies right there. As the police surround him, they hear one lone gunshot from inside. And after hours of laser welding, they find Marvin Heemeyer dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound trapped inside the killdozer.
I'm looking at pictures of the Killdozer. That is,
Just to put it into
wow.
perspective, a Komatsu D355A is like 12 feet tall and like 40 feet long. It's like bigger than, or it's almost the size of a school bus. Let's put it that way, and like a little taller. They are enormous.
Hey, it says he turned on to some sort of, a gate avenue and headed south toward town approximately 5 miles per hour. Guns blazing
That's
at
hauling
5 miles
ass for
per
that
hour.
thing. That's like high gear, third speed, all the throttle. You're going 5 miles an hour.
The officers at the plant requested a reverse 911 call be made to all the residents in order to
Oh yeah,
initiate
they called
evacuation.
everyone in the town. We're like, get the fuck out.
It's like a bronc buster trying to figure out a way to get a bullet inside the dragon. What's that even mean?
Oh, well, so the police were just walking around, just emptying rounds into this guy, and because there's 3 inches of steel, nothing could get through it. Like, they brought in, like, heavy snipers, dude, shooting, like, 30-06 at the guy, and they're just bouncing off, just hitting buildings, hitting bystanders, hitting cars. Like, bullets are flying everywhere, because it's just a big square piece of metal. Like, the bullets are hitting this angled metal and just flying off. Like, they're not doing anything to him.
Heemeyer then advanced Granby Town. Okay, I skipped something. Okay, so they used flashbang grenade down the bulldozer's exhaust pipe with no effect.
Yeah, because what
He then
effect
went to
would that
town
have?
hall.
Like, the flashbang isn't gonna travel through the engine into the cab. That can't happen.
He then went to town hall, which had been hosting a story hour for children in its library when the rampage began. All occupants were evacuated only moments before he reached the building, an hour after the rampage began. He then went to a bank where he aimed at the corner office where a
Yeah.
woman who was part of the zoning board worked.
Yeah, I knew he hit a
Police
bank.
forces were Police were unable to damage the bulldozer, so instead resorted to jogging alongside it, targeted trees and traffic lights, or moving on to the opposites of the local newspaper, and and in turn the homes of the Thompson family and their workplace.
I believe that was the
A
family that
scraper was
owned the
set up.
concrete factory.
So they brought in a scraper to try and stop the bulldozer, but it was pushed aside.
Dude, the thing weighs, like, so the Killdozer, or just the Komatsu itself weighs like 100,000 pounds. The bucket on the front is like 20,000 pounds. The tracks, the tracks themselves are like 50,000 pounds each. And then that steel, like all that steel he put on it was another like 80,000 pounds. Like that thing is like almost 400,000 pounds of steel rolling down the road. You can't move it with a normal vehicle. You need like 10 Abrams tanks to flip that thing over.
Heemeyer next targeted a propane storage yard, firing 15 bullets at the tanks, some of which contained 30,000 U.S. gallons. Police were forced to hurriedly evacuate all residents within 1,000 yards of the site, including a senior housing complex. He then fired upon nearby power transformers with a high risk of igniting the tanks, but could not find a good angle. Had these tanks ruptured and exploded, anyone within 1/2 mile of the explosion could have been endangered. You're running out of options in terms of firepower, and approximately 200 rounds fired by the police have been ineffective up to that point. And he would soon turn against civilians in Granby. So the governor thought about authorizing the Colorado National Guard.
Dude, what is the
Without a
National Guard gonna do? Well, yeah, okay, the Apache would have blown it up. Like, dude, imagine an Apache. Imagine you're in Granby, Colorado, dude, a town of like 5,000 people at the time. You see a fucking Apache unloading missiles down the street at a fucking Komatsu with steel on top of it.
It says either an Apache attack helicopter will equip the Hellfire missile,
Yeah.
or a two-man fire team equipped the Javelin anti-tank missile to
Oh,
destroy
yeah. Oh yeah, dude! Imagine dropping a miniature warhead on that thing. That's worse than just the standard rockets that come on. They're like, yo, what if we drop a non-radioactive mini nuclear bomb on that thing?
Nehemiah finally attacked the Gamble store, targeting it due to the owner's involvement in the hearings about the batch plant. As the bulldozer slowly plowed through the building, one of the previous scrapers was maneuvered onto the sidewalk, blocking it from retreating. How is a scraper gonna stop this thing?
Oh, who knows,
Unaware
man?
of a small basement on property, Nehemiah dropped a tread into it as he continued through, immobilizing himself.
That's what
Radiator
it
has
was.
been
Yeah,
damaged.
yeah. He broke into a basement and got stuck.
About a minute later, this says, as such, it was noted that even if he might have been able to free himself, the bulldozer would not be able to operate much longer. About a minute later, one of the SWAT team members reported hearing, single gunshot.
Hmm.
The attack lasted 2 hours and 7 minutes, damaging 13 buildings, 11 of which were occupied until moments before their destruction. Its targets included a town hall, the Sky High newspaper office, Gamble's General Store, Maple Street Builders, Mountain Parks Electric Company, Liberty Savings Bank, Copycat Graphics, the wall of his former business, the home of a former mayor in which the 82-year-old widow then resided, and a hardware store owned by another man he might himself named in a lawsuit, as well as a few others. Knocked out a natural gas service to the town hall and concrete plant, damaged a truck, destroyed part of the utility service center. The damage was estimated at $7 million, two of which was to the concrete plant, which was uninsured, resulting in a payout of underinsured.
Hmm.
$2 million in damage, paid out $700,000.
A real American hero.
What did they do with the Killdozer?
That's a good question.
They made movies. They made movies about it.
Yeah.
A Russian movie called Leviathan.
Yeah. You know, Europeans always call us crazy, and I think for the most part, they just don't understand what being an American is all about. And then they hear about shit like that, and it's like, yeah, we're fucking psychos. But like, it's cool. Like, we're the good guys. We've always been the good guys. That's why we win every war.
I mean, other than that one in Korea, but we don't talk about that.
Or that one in Vietnam, but for some reason we talk about that one like we did win.
Yeah. Oopsie.
Or that one in
Maybe it was.
Afghanistan, or Iraq,
win the Korean
or
War?
Iran, or really anywhere in the Middle East. Like, somehow we got ran out by the Taliban. That's just fucking embarrassing.
That's. Who won the Korean War? Was there ever a winner for the Korean War?
I think what ended up happening is we made North Korea.
So we kind of screwed the world over then.
Yeah, in a way. Like, if I'm not mistaken, the Korean War was in like the early 60s, and then North Korea was made in like the late 60s or early 70s. Like, it's not that old.
It's like. They've been talking about like a reunified Korea since then, but I don't think anything's ever going to come out of that.
Yeah,
They've been talking about getting the two Koreas back together.
Yeah, we need to just bomb the fuck out of Pyongyang and just go, alright, South Korea, it's yours now.
Man, I want to visit South Korea. I'm not gonna lie, like South Korea has some like cool areas. I want to go to like the border. I want to go to the DMZ.
Dude,
You know, the area where like
you know what one of my favorite Easter eggs in all the video games is?
what's that?
You're not gonna know this because you don't play Call of Duty. On Black Ops 2, when you're, well, So this is a thing on a lot of the early Call of Duties when you're in either multiplayer or zombies. It'll have a map of the world, and it'll like show you where players are by putting like a bunch of dots all over the map. Now that the games are, almost completely dead and there's like 200 people online at any given time, you can see that the maps are obviously bullshit because they haven't changed. In Black Ops 2 specifically, in Zombies, if you look at the world map, when it gets around to North Korea, there's one dot on Pyongyang, the capital of North Korea.
Talking about Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, he's playing Black Ops 2 Zombies 24/7. Hasn't stopped
Yeah,
since 2012.
You ever what was it? I think it was the like compound of Osama bin Laden when they like raided it after killing him and they like finding all his stuff.
Hmm.
It's like what he had in his drives, like American movies.
Yeah, his
and
hard drive
music,
is
and,
public.
he had like a copy of Doom. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Dude was like,
Which
he was like an OG memer too, dude. Like he had like Nyan Cat and like Trollface memes.
if it has a screen, it can run Doom.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
So like the backup cam that's hanging above the windshield of this RV, it can run Doom.
Yeah,
A calculator,
it can
a
run
graphing
Doom.
calculator. Yeah. Samsung smart fridge
Dude, I mean, Samsung Smart Fridge can play
run
porn.
Doom. You can?
Dude, you ever wanted to jack off while you're looking at your fridge? You can do it.
No, really. I'm trying to think what else has a screen and can run Doom? Can an Apple Watch run Doom?
Yeah, easy. Oh, dude, digital pregnancy test?
Run Doom.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that one. Crazy.
Uh,
Crazy.
yeah.
Does a Fitbit technically have a screen, or is that just like a?
I mean that's like a 8-bit display that's like 20 pixels by like 8 pixels. I mean, it might be able to like
Digital
run
clock?
Doom, but like you ain't gonna be able to see what you're doing.
Digital clock? Can it run
Easy,
Doom?
100%.
I feel like we need to like do that sometime. Just like run Doom on the most obscure things imaginable.
No, actually, a digital clock probably wouldn't work, but I like
But it has a screen.
anything with like a legitimate processing board or chip in it could probably play Doom.
It is. I've never
Like
played
that's
it.
that's the
even. That's
reason
crazy.
graphing calculators work.
Is that because it's like Doom that basic?
Yeah, it like the requirements for Doom are it's like 256 megabits of RAM and like any DirectX 3D capable drive like CPU or GPU. Like as long as it can run DirectX 1, it's fine.
Because you look at I'm looking at pictures of the original Doom, and it doesn't look like it'd be that small to be able to run.
Yeah, did you know the
Oh.
reason the Xbox is called the Xbox is because Microsoft had invented DirectX and wanted to put it on a console?
Did not know that.
DirectX is a 3D rendering software that Microsoft owns.
Did not know that.
Yeah. And did you know that the classic X logo is the pattern traditionally carved into sourdough bread, the favorite bread of the guy who made the Xbox?
Hey, sourdough bread's pretty good though.
Yeah, so for all the time
Nope,
that
I
people
don't
have been
think-
calling it the bread box, they've been completely right.
Oh, people call it the bread box?
A surprising amount of people, yeah.
Never heard that.
I've heard it too much and I'm sick of it. Here's the thing about PlayStation people. Consoles have never been a colored thing, I'll say. I feel like there's never been a race to console equality, you know? You see white, black, Mexican, whatever other kids with with all the consoles. But when it came down to the 360 and PS3 generation, I feel like there was a racial split. If you were white, you had the 360. If you were a poor black person, you had the PS3 and you probably stole it.
And you, without fail, anytime you got in a game chat, the first thing you'd hear is somebody complain about your smoke detector.
Yeah.
What's up? Like, do they not hear it? By the way, I've always wondered this. Do they just not hear the smoke detector going off? It's like you play any game with a an African American, and within the first like 30 seconds, just beep.
Hmm.
I can't really do that. I can't really imitate the sound that high pitch, but
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Who knows, man?
and they just don't. They just don't change the batteries. They just don't
Yeah.
check it.
Yeah. I mean,
By the way, like, have
it
you
costs like $2 for a 9-volt battery, and it'll keep that thing charged for like a couple
a year or
years.
two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they can't even
I've
steal a 9-volt battery. That's what they're good at.
Why are they so good at basketball, Thomas?
Genetics.
Because they can run, jump, shoot, and steal.
Yeah,
That's a good joke. Come on.
it is. It's a great joke.
Why aren't you laughing, Tommy boy? Why aren't you laughing?
It's just the way it is.
Listen now, I'm I'm telling you the smoke detector thing is like a universal problem though.
Yeah. It's
Er,
even my black friend agrees that like it's a thing.
Yeah,
Like even his goes
yeah,
off.
that or the pit bull in the background.
Oh yeah. Oh man, dude, every time a Mexican kid gets on, the parents are fighting.
Mm,
They're beating each other up. They're actually like fist fighting in the background.
I find it absolutely hilarious how like none of these people you meet in game chat, none of the African Americans you meet in game chat can afford new 9-volt batteries,
Mhm.
but conveniently they can afford a Hellcat.
Yeah. Well, they steal
Yeah. Yet they can't steal a pack, but they can't even afford like a $10 pack of 9-volt batteries.
them. They could steal them, but they'd rather get that fried chicken and watermelon and grape Kool-Aid.
I remember seeing a video somewhere. It's like from I think it's at Target. You can steal up to $750 worth of items before they actually like catch on to you. Not really catch on to you, but like before they like report you and like arrest you.
I don't think that's
Like
true.
once you cross over the $750 threshold, they're gonna come at you not only just for the item you had that particular moment, but also every item that added up to $750. But like after 750, it's considered no longer petty theft. It's considered like actual
Yeah.
theft
That's why I don't steal
like
from
if I'm
Walmart anymore.
anymore.
I have before. Not gonna lie.
What did you steal? What did you steal?
I'm not gonna say.
Just let us know.
I can't delve into specifics.
Does it rhyme with alcohol?
No, no, I
Does it rhyme with gobacco?
I don't
Does it
think
rhyme
they
with a
have that.
licotine?
I don't think they have
Does it
that
rhyme
at
with
Walmart.
tobacco? Yeah, they do have cigarettes at Walmart.
Oh well, yeah, they got like the one stand that has them.
Yeah. Did it rhyme with
You can't steal that though.
licotine?
Bro,
Did it rhyme with licotine, Thomas?
you can't steal that. That's literally like behind a
I mean,
that's like behind a
uh,
register. Like someone has to get that for you.
then tell us what did you steal in Minecraft?
They don't have it in Minecraft. See, listen. The,
What did you steal?
I, 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 I got before. All right, I gotta find out what the statute of limitations on this stuff is before I delve into any kind of specifics because, like, just saying I stole from Walmart in Minecraft.
Hmm.
Who's to say I did? I didn't say what I stole. I didn't say what Walmart it was. I said it was in Minecraft. We're all good there. if I start delving into
Yeah.
specifics, people could connect dots and
Then you could just say in Minecraft after every
but
after every detail.
but then they could find real life circumstances with similar details and pretend it was me, and I don't want that to happen.
Have I ever mentioned the one thing I stole from a store ever?
Maybe. What did you
A
steal? Yeah,
pack
you
of
did.
Pokemon cards from
Yeah.
Dollar General. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never stolen from a Walmart, as far as I'm aware.
I
Don't think I've
remember
stolen
the
from anybody
first
else.
time I ever stole something.
It's just like a rush, you know.
I
Like,
didn't
even
realize I
like
stole it.
me.
See, I was like a little kid. I had to be like 3 or 4. And you remember how Walmart had those like towers of like blown up balls, and you could just like pull one out. I
Yeah.
had like pulled one of those out, and I was just like walking around the store with it, and my mom didn't say anything. And then we just like, we went through checkout, walked out of the store, got in the car, and she's like, "What? Why did you still have that fucking ball?" And I was like, "You didn't take it from me. I thought it was mine."
Okay. So back whenever I was still like little enough and young enough to sit in the cart while my mom, excuse me, did her grocery shopping, I'd always did you ever do that growing up? Like sit in the actual
Yeah.
cart
Who
part of it.
didn't?
Like, yeah. So whenever I was still little enough to do that, my mom would always first thing she'd do was go get me a book or something I could read to entertain myself while she did her grocery shopping. Me, when I was growing up, 5, 6, 7 years old, I was a huge fan of Big Nate. You know who Big Nate is?
No.
It's like okay, so Big Nate's like this comics book thing. It's also like graphic novels, all that. I'm sure if I seen a picture of him, you'd recognize him. So I had this Big Nate book, right? And I get done reading it. For I don't know if I finished the thing, but set it down in the buggy right when we're going through checkout. Ready for my mom to pull it out of the buggy and set it to the side. No, or buggy. I just spelled myself cart. No, we call them buggies in Kentucky. But in the cart, she just starts putting grocery bags on top of it. Doesn't recognize it. Doesn't notice it. Like we get out of the store, we go to the parking lot. She's unloading it, and she sees the book sitting there. And at that point, I'm like, well, it's already too late. You should just let me keep it. And she's like, no, we gotta take it back in. So I almost stole a book from Walmart,
Wow.
but I didn't. How's that story?
I mean, that's pretty cool, man. You're officially a criminal, I think.
I mean, it left store. It didn't really leave store property. It just left the, you know, bound.
Yeah,
of the
isn't it
store
really stealing if you just take it to the parking lot?
and then bring
I
it
just
right
wanted
back
to
in.
see it in the natural sunlight before I bought it. That's not stealing.
Now,
It's product testing.
but I'd love to know what it is that you actually stole. I'd love to know.
Hold on. I'll tell you. I'll text it to you right now. But you gotta promise you're not gonna say it.
Oh, oh God, I'm scared. Pregnancy test?
What the fuck? No.
Condoms.
No. No.
Medicine.
Let me think. I think I've only ever bought one pack of condoms. I don't really use them that much. Where's your snap? There we go. Um.
Oh, okay. If y'all could read this. And this is over the court. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
No.
So, I wish you guys could see it. If I ever. Here's the thing, I don't even want to look at the statute of limitations to it. I feel like I'd be on a watch list if I looked that up. But, yeah, yeah, back where back where I used to live, I got up to some activities, but I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm a good guy.
You're a very good man. You're a very handsome guy too.
If I'm handsome, you must be drop dead gorgeous.
Oh man, if I'm drop dead gorgeous, you must be supermodel man. Like multi-million-dollar supermodel.
If I'm a supermodel, you must be the highest paid porn star, 'cause all I want to do is jack off when I see you.
Oh man, if that's me, then man, you're a Greek god.
Man, you're literally like the creator of everything. Like you busted nut and then the universe happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that's
Wow.
as big as it can get.
That's something.
Speaking of Greek gods, dude, God of War is my favorite game series ever, and I mean the original six, the Greek six specifically, are just honestly like the best games ever made.
Let me tell you, my favorite series of games, like outside of sports games, 'cause I play those a lot. I've only ever played two of them, but man, I love Mario Party. I don't know why that's just randomly popped up, but I love Mario Party. I have an old DS, right?
Mm.
And I've had this old DS, like a little light blue Nintendo DSi. I've had it since probably 2010, 2011. It still runs, still charges, still plays perfectly. I've got like voice recording and photos on there from like 2012, 2013. That's how old it is, right? And I only have two games that I've salvaged over the years. It's Mario Party DS and then one of the Mario basketball game. And I've actually gotten like just on a nostalgia trip recently. I've been playing Mario Party DS for a few nights now, and it's such a good game. For being so simple, it's so good. I
I've
don't know how
never
much you know
played
about
any of
Mario
them.
Party DS,
Yeah, I haven't played a single one.
but it's so good. Bro. Mario Party DS is like one of the greatest like handheld games ever made. I will stand by that.
I did borrow a friend's DS for like a day, and he had
Mhm.
Scribble Knots on it, and I played that.
Ooh, I wish I would have saved my copy of that for DS. I also wish I would have saved my Mario Kart DS copy because man, I was an absolute beast at some Mario Kart DS.
Dude, I was a beast at Mario Kart Wii.
I never played it on the Wii. I never had it for the Wii.
I Dude, I got a Wii with Mario Kart on it. Dude, unqualified game night, IRL, we get together, play Mario Kart Wii.
Maybe we have to. You might have to sometime.
That could be something.
Could be something.
Yeah.
I've still got a Wii somewhere.
Ooh.
I'm trying to make my hair not look bad.
Wait, so we could just play online.
Do they still have online?
I think it might be peer to peer, so it doesn't matter.
This looks awful. There.
Dude, speaking of server problems, dude, I'm gonna get real close for this one. Electronic Arts, EA. What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking losers.
Absolutely.
You fucking degenerate
Agreed.
pieces of shit. I fucking hate you, EA. Not for the fact that you make shitty games, not for the fact that it's full of microtransactions and bullshit skins and shit that nobody gives a fuck about, EA. That's not what I care about. Here's what the fuck I care about. You made a good game with the crew, the first crew. You made a banger of a
Mhm.
game. You made a 10 out of 10 open world racing game that took place in the entire fucking United States. That map was 10 times better than the one you have in the Crew 2. Sure, the Crew 2 has some cool roads, it has a lot of racetracks, it's cool. The cities look nicer, it has planes. I don't give a fuck. The first Crew was the best game you ever fucking made, and taken away. I think that might have been Ubisoft, wasn't it? Not it was one of those.
Maybe.
Whoever the fuck made the Crew, I'm saying this about you. turn the goddamn servers on. I don't care about any other crew game. I don't give a fuck about the Crew Motorfest. That game is shit. I don't give a fuck about the Crew 2. That game is okay. I want the crew back. Alright, give us an offline patch. Let us play it single player. Give us peer-to-peer servers so that I can host a server for Landy Boy to join or whoever the fuck wants to play with me. Do something so we can play that game again. Taking that game offline for no reason is retarded. Bring back the crew, please. Anyways.
Okay. So the map was the entire United States?
Yeah.
Could you just like visit any place that really exists, or was it limited?
No. So here's the thing. The map was hilariously tiny. It took like an hour to drive from like corner to corner.
Okay.
But it did have like a lot of the main cities. Like it had like Chicago and Seattle and New York and whatever the fuck's up in Maine and Miami and whatever's in Texas, like Dallas, Austin, whatever in LA and like St. Louis and Detroit and like a couple other big cities. And the map did generally encompass the idea of the whole United States, and it had a lot of significant land features. And frankly, just a lot of stuff from real life, whereas the Crew 2 is like, the roads are more realistic, and it has more, I guess, like iconic driving roads from around the United States actually put into the game, as well as it has a lot of racetracks from the real world put into the game in their real scale. But the game is still significantly smaller than it should be. The map is way less interesting, and it's just a worse game overall. Yeah, I missed the first Crew so much.
Well, I'm looking it up. There's only one Kentucky town in the entire Crew 1. And it's Dixon, Kentucky, with a population of 632.
What the fuck? Random ass town to put in there.
The one right below it is Doland, South Dakota, with a grand total population of 180.
Wow.
That might be the lowest. A lot of these have, like, thousands and thousands. Like Nashville, 691,000.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get somewhere like, St. Mary, Montana, population 50. Wow. They got like every state in there, I'm assuming.
Not actually like marked off.
Other than Alaska, Hawaii, though.
Yeah. Well, the Crew Motorfest takes place in Hawaii.
Okay.
Yeah, but also, okay. So the Test Drive Unlimited games, specifically 1 and 2, are known for having some of the biggest open world games in any open world racing game there is. Like they're like 10 times bigger than like the newest Forza Horizon games, and well, not 10 times bigger. I think they're like 2 or 3 times as big, but they're bigger. And these games came out for the PS2 and PS3. I was really hoping Test Drive Unlimited 2 would be a good game, and I had it on my PS3. Well, technically still have it, because I pirated it, so I can just get it whenever I want. Man, that game sucks. Like the map is huge. I forget. Oh, it takes place on the island of Ibiza, but it also has, I think Oahu is the island from the first game. It also has that in Test Drive Unlimited 2. Man, that game sucks. The physics are horrible. Like, it's barely drivable. The gameplay just kind of sucks. The story's not that good. The graphics are okay, though. But man, the first Test Drive Unlimited, despite the controls sucking ass, like, the physics are alright. Like, you can play the game, it's fine, and the map is just nice. Like, it's Hawaii, dude. It's awesome. I love that game. I still like. I have an emulator on my PC. I still boot up my actual PS2 to play that game though, because it's just so good on
Really?
there. I love that game. The first one, it's so good, and yeah, that's like the best Hawaii's ever been in any video game.
I wish I would have kept my old PS3 or Xbox 360, either one, because there's a lot of games that I wish I could have got to play on there. But now they don't make remasters for PS4, PS5. So
Yeah, it's lame. That's why I I bought a PS3 specifically for pirating games for, and I jailbroke it. I bought a Wii specifically for jailbreaking and pirating games for, and then I bought a second 360 that's the same motherboard and everything as the one that I have, and even like same like 250 gig hard drive, which I was not expecting it to come with. And I'm just gonna put a mod chip on it, or well, I have the mod chip, just gotta install it, and then gonna pirate more games for that to like play all the games I never bought for the 360, and it's gonna be sick. Also, there's one really, really cool feature about modding the 360 specifically with a mod chip. There's this app that you use for pirating through or scrolling through all your pirated games. And when you're launching it, you can select which version of the game you want to launch. So if there's like a
Ooh.
version of a game that has a specific glitch or a specific feature, you can play that version of it. What I want to do, I want to play through every tutorial world of Minecraft that there was. Like
That's
on the actual update it came out in with all the features that were there. Not just, re-downloading the map and playing it in new Minecraft. I want to like actually go and play every single tutorial world like properly. Probably gonna cry a lot.
Listen, Thomas. You knew that this moment was coming up. It's every episode.
Shouting out to
Think you can
Stan.
no, think you can entertain our audience for like 30 seconds. Listen, it's every
Hold on.
episode. I gotta take a peep break.
Right
I'm
right
sorry.
before you do that, do you think I should sing a song? Because I actually have like I was thinking about this earlier today about a song I could sing while you take a pee break.
Sure.
Alright, I got the lyrics.
Oh, did you write this for me or something?
No, it's an actual song. I just
Okay,
got the
I'm
lyrics
scared.
pulled up. No, it's
Uh,
I literally told you about it earlier. It's unwritten.
okay.
I am unwritten. Oh, wait, how the fuck does the song go? I am unwritten. Can't read my mind. I'm undefined. I'm just beginning. The pen's in my hand. Ending unplanned. Staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window. Let the sun illuminate the words that you could not find. Fuck, I don't remember how the flow to the song goes, honestly. Reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Okay, what's up?
What song were you singing? Was this
Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. I'll
okay? Was
finish this
it
first. Drench yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. There we go. I wanted to finish that verse.
feel the rain on your skin?
Yeah.
No one else can feel it. That song.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I hope that the audience enjoyed that.
I hope they did too. I hope we don't get a copyright strike for that. That would suck.
I don't think we're big enough to get a copyright strike.
Nah, definitely not.
Now, granted, a year from now, when we have 5 million subscribers and we're averaging probably like 3.5 million views per episode, this one might get taken down. But for now, I think
we'll
we're
be
good. I think
alright. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
we've not been taken down yet. Somehow.
No, we said a lot of stuff that maybe should get taken down and is still up, so I think we're
You.
okay.
You say a lot of stuff.
You.
You take it down.
I'm perfect. I'm the good cop, remember? I'm. Uh,
You
yeah.
sure about that?
No, not always.
You sure about that?
Most of the time. No. I'm definitely the bad cop, unfortunately. I hate that I have to be, but you know, I was playing God of War Ragnarok, playing New Game Plus, and really just paying attention to the story more and the dialogue, and it was. I think you're in God, where do the dwarves live? And they got like the river boats you got to take to get places. That it's like Niflheim or something.
Why are you asking me?
I, oh yeah, you haven't played it,
We
have
had a
you?
whole discussion in the last episode about how I've not played God of War.
Yeah, so it's okay. So you're in like Niflheim or Svartalfheim. No, not Svartalfheim. That's the one with the black and white elves. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's Niflheim with the midgets.
Okay.
What's I talk about? Oh yeah. So you have some like mission. You have to go there and do something. And what are you doing? Oh yeah. So who is it? Sindri has this ring called Dropnir, and basically you have to keep it like attached to a rope in like a very large room because every few minutes it like replicates into like five of itself. And as long as you know which one's the original one by like having a knot tied around it, you can like keep it forever. And essentially, if you wear it, depending on how you get it blessed or like which deities or gods you have blessed, it'll have different abilities. And Kratos goes to this like Lady of the Sea to like get it blessed with his own blood, and he's like a Spartan, and so it can turn into a spear whenever he needs it to. And the whole reason he's doing that is because Heimdall is putting his son Atreus in danger while he's up in Asgard doing recon against Odin. And basically, Kratos is planning to kill Heimdall, which, despite him not wanting to do it because it's part of this prophecy that he saw written out on top of a mountain before he went to Jotunheim. No, actually, at a mountain at the top of Jotunheim. Uh, he's very against it, but he's like, if this is what I got to do to save my son, despite me trying to avoid fate, and despite me trying to literally change my fate as I've done before, I'm just gonna have to go through with this. And then he sees Odin and he talks to him for a bit. And Mimir, he says something to him about like he's seen time and time again. Because if you don't know, Mimir is known as like the smartest man alive. Because he has traveled through like several different religions to end up in Norse mythology, and like I don't know, he's just intelligent. He's seen like everything that's ever happened or something like that. Almost as much as Heimdall, but without the future predictions of Heimdall. You probably don't know anything about Norse mythology, so yeah. Anyways, he says something about like he's seen hundreds of people do everything they can to avoid fate and end up being in the same position. And I got there to that spot today, and I was just like, man, that's me with my bad cop persona. Despite everything I've ever done, I just ended up here. I'm the bad cop, and I just got to deal with that. That's just my fate, you know. That's just where I'm destined to be. I'm just that guy.
What is that shadow? Was that your foot?
Yeah. Big old foot shadow.
I thought. Listen, I want to show off to our lovely viewer. Look at these socks.
Oh yeah, the pug
I'm
socks.
gonna I'm gonna end up on like a subreddit, in a few years from now. I don't
Dude,
know
you're
if
gonna
there's
be
anything
on Feed Finder.
I'm gonna be on a wiki feet.
Yeah,
Or here they are though.
mine too.
Bro, Real quick, shout out Under Armour, not sponsored. These sweatpants I'm wearing by Under Armour, got these for Christmas, bro. These are some of the
Is there
most
something written
comfortable
on the bottom
sweatpants
of my
I've ever
sock?
worn.
I can't. What?
Looks like letters, but
What does that say?
bro, I just got some snazzy pogues on mine.
Dockers?
I don't know why I have.
Why the fuck does it say Dockers?
I don't know. I don't know why I have pug socks. Genuinely, no clue why I have pug socks.
Why not?
But yeah, they're. I just have no clue. I just had them for a long time, and they're cool. They still, they're not ripped or anything. They fit.
Yeah.
Why not keep them?
Why not?
Why not?
Speaking of why not. Why not? Eiffel Tower. Who's in the middle though? The viewer? Our other subscriber? What's up, other subscriber? You just got Eiffel Towered by us.
Oh man. Some random Tajiki dude.
Oh, man, that could be
that's
dangerous.
Shout out Tajikistan.
Like you could like hit the the button that sets the bomb off.
Have you seen that video where it's like I think they were in Saudi Arabia or Abu Dhabi or somewhere, UFC boys, and they had like the press conference. They do the whole like question and answer thing where anybody can go up and ask a question to any fighter. You know what I'm talking about? There's one where like Dana White's up there on the stage, whatever. He calls the next person up to ask a question, and it's this dude where he comes up asking like he says like Dana, give me a chance. I come here to fight on short notice. Undefeated fighter, 9-0 from Tajikistan, and all that.
I haven't seen that.
You ever seen that?
No.
Yeah, it's this random Tajiki dude comes to a UFC press conference asking Dana White for a fight, and Dana White's like, you know what? Come up here. And I don't know if he signed him or anything, but Dana White brought a Tajik dude up on the stage.
Dude, W Dana White, W Tajikistan, W Tajiki dude.
W Tajikistan. W Tajikistan, man. I love how we've mentioned this now 11 episodes straight.
Yeah. We love Tajikistan.
If any Tajikistan companies want to sponsor our trip there,
dude,
we will gladly take that offer.
If Chicken Burger wants to sponsor an episode of the podcast, hit us up.
If Australian KFC wants to sponsor an episode of the podcast, hit us up.
If Australian KFC wants to make true love happen, get Australian KFC girl on here, please. Please, KFC Australia, we beg you.
Again, I cannot stress this enough. If she is over the age of 18,
she wouldn't answer the phone if she wasn't. I guarantee it. I've worked in fast food. That's a manager's job. They pick up the phones.
If she's between the ages of 18 and like 25 or 26.
I don't care how old she is. If it's legal, I'm taking it. Come here, Aussie girl.
87?
Fuck it. No, she's not that old. You can tell.
16?
There ain't. I said if she's legal, there ain't no way she's over there ain't no way she's over 30.
She sounded like probably like 22, 23.
Probably. It's perfect.
If it wasn't costing me, $30 or $40 per call, I would most definitely try to find her again. But
oh yeah.
You can't. I can't be spending all that.
Yeah. I didn't know it was that expensive for you.
T-Mobile, bro. Anti-shout out T-Mobile. Again, a million anti-shout outs to T-Mobile.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stress enough how much T-Mobile has ruined my... I'm going to get back into this. Like, you mentioned EA servers being, awful. Try mixing that with T-Mobile home Wi-Fi, trying to play any game online.
Oh, God. Yeah. No,
Listen,
dude, one time when I had my T-Mobile internet, I was playing Rainbow Six, and you know how it's got your, ping thing? Like, you can, see your ping in the game.
Sure.
It's on the leaderboard. Dude, mine peaked at 8,000 and then my console just shut off. That's how bad T-Mobile internet is.
And and what's the average in your area?
Around here?
With other other Wi-Fi's.
Um, well, like 2 megabits a second, but we just got fiber out here, so I got Trilite. Shout out Trilite. I got 100 megabits a second because that's all I pay for. I could pay for up to a gig a second, and I know I could get it.
I mean, like, the average ping.
I don't fucking know. I don't play R6. I can't look at it.
You just said you do play it.
I said one time I was playing R6 and it pinged at 8,000.
Okay.
I haven't played that game in years. And I don't plan to because that game sucks.
I've not played any of those games at all. I've never played Rainbow Six either.
God, you're such a gaming virgin. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's man, I put in like half my, hours into sports games, I swear.
It's a problem, man. Like, as soon as you start playing some real games, you're gonna go, oh my god, I was so fucking gay. Why did I ever play Madden? Or 2K or whatever the fuck.
Oh, because Madden is so fun. Well,
It's not.
used to be fun. College football is fun.
Compared to Call of Duty or God of War or Uncharted or Tomb Raider or Bulletstorm or Gears of War or Assassin's Creed or Wolfenstein or Skate or Descenders or Subnautica. I mean, I could go on. Like, compared to any of those games, they are garbage. You gotta play something else.
I probably should. No, knowing what you've told me, I probably should.
Like, you know when you read a book and you start hallucinating, and eventually you're not even reading the book, you're just there in your head.
No.
Okay, we need to talk about levels of consciousness right now. Do you know what level you're at?
There's
Oh
levels?
my god.
Hold on, let me look this. Let me look this up so I can see if I can.
Okay, I don't know exactly what's gonna come up when you look this up. I have my own like.
The four levels.
Okay, here's my levels to
I
consciousness. Here's my levels to consciousness. Either when you think, thoughts just happen. There's no words or pictures in your head. Then there's like
right.
when you think, you can like either see or hear the words in your head, or you can like speak in your head. And then there's like level 3 where you can like imagine objects or scenarios, or like you can basically like fully like envelop yourself in memories in your head and you can think about stuff visually. And then there's level 4, which combines all of those, where you can like think verbally in your head, you can like overlay your vision with like actual like visual like thoughts of stuff. Like, what level are you at? I'm at level
Right
4.
now, right at the moment, I'm probably at level 3.
If I tell you to imagine a cow in your head right now, what happens?
I'd probably have to close my eyes, and I can imagine a cow.
So, I mean, that's technically level 4 right there.
Yeah, but like I'm not actively doing it unless you tell me to. I'm just kind of
Okay.
like engaging in conversation.
Cause see, when I'm like telling a story about something, or I'm like reading a book, it gets to a point where I'm genuinely not seeing out of my eyes. Like, whatever I'm thinking about, like, overlays my vision, and like that's what I see instead. And it's cool. Yeah. Again, we got so into something I forgot what I was talking about. Something about reading books.
Man, talking about like how you just like you end up just being there and you're not like conscious and you're just like not really reading whatever.
Yeah, that's about as far back as I remember too. Yeah, but that's yeah. I think that about sums up what I was talking about. Something about reading books and just being there, just being like in the book.
Right. So I wait. How do I do like a do a share screen? It's like I want to show
Uh,
y'all. This,
it's on
I'm gonna have to take
Discord.
it to a.
It's like you got like five options on the bottom, and it's like the second or third one over, and it says like share screen, and then you have to select which window you want to share.
Okay, I can share just one at a time. Okay, that's cool. Okay, here we go. There. Okay, can you? Okay, so you can see my screen right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, this is a thing I devised a long time ago. Probably like one of my. Okay, that looks awful. So
That looks
this is
fine.
the. Okay, now I need to move this up a little bit. So this is the chart of attractiveness. Okay, this is the graph of attractiveness. Every single female or male on the planet. This is mainly more towards females. Fall somewhere on this chart. Right? This is something I devised when I was probably in like high school. Okay, how do I do? I didn't. How do I do text?
There's a button somewhere for text specifically.
On here? You've seen this platform before?
I don't know what the fuck Clicky is. I thought you were on MS Paint.
No. Okay. So
You know
right
MS Paint
here.
comes like pre-installed, right? Like it's only every Windows computer. Like it's like a
Oh,
standard Windows
oh
file.
well.
You got MS Paint.
File.
Wait, it might be an edit.
Edit. Edit. Because I don't feel like writing out every individual word. Okay, it's fine. I'll just write out every individual word.
Oh,
No, there's
there,
text.
yeah.
There's text. So right here, on the top, this is. Actually, now I feel like writing would be more fun. I feel like writing would be. How do I go back to writing? God almighty. Okay. All right, here we go. So, on the top, you have the attractive. So we're just gonna, abbreviate that ATER. Okay,
Adder.
attractive. So, on the far, it reads left to right. Okay. So left being the one you would preferably me, at least would want technically kind of the least, even though the top is all good, and the right is the most. So on the far right, you're gonna have hot. These are like the ones you're like, man, she's hot, she's fine, blah 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 blah, blah whatever. The ones you see in public, you're like, if she gave me the chance, I'd spend a nice weekend with her. Okay. In the middle, you have uh, crap. I messed it up. Oops. You have. Gosh almighty. Okay, you got you. These ones, you see a girl, she's not hot necessarily, not like, supermodel, but, you still think like, oh, she got like a pretty smile, she's cute, blah, blah, blah. I'd, be in a relationship with her for a few months. And then far over here, you got pretty. This is like the one you want the most. She's a mix of both. Most of the time, these are the ones with the good personality. They're not absolute sluts, but they're not also, not going to know anything about a relationship, right? These are the ones you want to, pursue the most. On the bottom, this is where it gets, a little bit shaky. Remember, it still reads left to right, so we're going to go opposite direction here. So this is the one so this is what we call, borderline. So we're just going to go BOR space LN. So that's borderline. So those are the ones that's like, maybe, if they do their hair a different way, or, they, have makeup done a certain way, they're tolerable. In the middle, you have what's called paper bag. I'm sure that's self-explanatory. Right, Thomas? Paper,
Yeah.
paper, yeah, paper bag it,
I
You're
wasn't
not
sure
proud
what
of
you
it?
were writing there, but okay.
Yeah. Paper, there we go. Paper bag. That says paper bag.
Yeah,
And then on the far left, you just have ugly.
okay.
And this is literally, if you think of like any woman you've ever found attractive, or any person you've ever had feelings for, they will fall somewhere on the scale. Now, here's the thing, right? We go back to black. Up here, you have individual categories, right?
Sure.
So you got in between hot and cute. You got in between hot and pretty. I mean, cute and pretty.
Okay.
So those ones are going to be called, pretty cute, and then this is what you're going to call like, just I don't have a name for this section here, but even when you understand it between being like supermodel hot and like being the cute girl you see on vacation, basically, right? You get what I'm saying here. And then this is like in between, wife material and vacation crush. Now there's no saving down here. There's nothing really different in these like sections in the middle. But this, I just want you to think like any person you think of falls somewhere on this scale. Do they not?
I believe they do.
I think I'm listen. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging. I don't want to sound narcissistic, but I think this is like genuinely one of the smartest ideas any human has had ever. Every single woman, I'm sure the guys will agree, will fall somewhere on this scale. Now, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
How do you feel about the attractive scale?
I feel you nailed
Now,
it, honestly. I think you're right. Everyone falls somewhere on there.
Now, I may have screwed up. I think it's supposed to be pretty in the middle and then cute on the far right, because I'm pretty sure the two middle categories are pretty cute and pretty hot. I may have just screwed up my own graph. I'm not drawing it in about a year. But I think, does it make more sense for pretty to be the most desirable or for cute to be the most desirable? Either way, hot's going to the far left, because a lot of the time the hot, the ones who are qualified as hot are absolute skanks. Absolute, hoes. Remember,
yeah,
it
but
reads
like in
left to
terms
right.
of like attractiveness, I feel like hot is like the most.
No, because it's not just about attraction. It's about like overall, perception, including personality.
Okay, I gotcha.
Because personality matters. Because a lot of time, the ugly ones have an awful personality too,
Do you want to know
and
something?
the ones who are borderline.
Do you want to know something I invented in high school?
Is it some sort of bong mechanism?
It was the ability to talk myself into a three-way. However, I don't know how to do that anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it once.
I think I may genuinely be a genius.
I think you need to have a three-way.
No, I think I just need to, keep working on my scale.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with having
Right.
two girls on you, though.
Ain't nothing wrong with ranking. Okay, maybe ranking them based on attractiveness is wrong, but like putting them somewhere, on the positive side isn't bad. Because listen, no matter what, you can't go wrong with anything on the top layer of that scale, right? Some of them are more preferable than others, but you can't go wrong when they're on the top level of the scale. Now, once you're on the bottom, that's when you start getting into like desperate times. That's especially once you get in like the second, like the left half of the bottom graph. Have you ever thought about it like that, Thomas? About how I
No.
put it on a chart? I hope I just opened up your eyes to a new way of like you can you can visualize it. You're like, oh, she falls probably somewhere about 3/4 of the way up the scale, or something like that.
You know, I wouldn't say you opened my mind necessarily. I would say you opened my mind to how closed others can be. All right. Here's.
Are you saying I'm closed-minded?
I don't think you're using the right scale for attractiveness.
What is the right
If
scale?
you can look at a woman and put them on a scale, if you can make a lineup of pretty to least pretty by looking at them, you're not doing it right. You got to do the boing boing test.
You're saying this? You're saying this?
Hold on, just listen. You got to do the boing boing test. If women make pee pee go boing boing, very nice. If women don't make pee pee go boing boing, bad woman, go away. That's the only scale you need.
What about the snoo scale?
Very nice.
Snoo. That was from Futurama, right?
Yeah. Death by snoo snoo.
Yeah, I'm working on the revised version of the scale real quick that actually makes sense logically.
Yeah, I mean, I feel
And
like you either have very nice or you have a gypsy. You know, like you got good or bad. And it's all about the boing boing test. If it goes boing 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 boing, it's good. If it goes, you know, bad.
that's insightful information.
It's really all you ever need to know, man. If a woman can get you hard, it's probably worth it.
I never realized how hard it is to write some of these letters.
Landon, when do you plan to lose your V card?
Whenever the time feels right, Tommy boy.
Can I take it from you?
Whenever the time feels right, Tommy boy.
I think it feels right now, Landon. But I
Think
can't
it
fuck
does?
you through this camera.
Oh, Tommy, you play too much.
Man. I just thought of a $1 billion industry.
And that's what.
Did you ever watch Good Mythical Morning?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You know when they were testing weird products and they had that thing you plugged into your phone that, like, with an app was supposed to, like, simulate kissing someone? And you could, like, kiss someone else with it?
Kind of vaguely, maybe.
Okay. Imagine that, but with, like, genitalia. Like, imagine getting, like, now I'm thinking about this, I'm not too sure how it would work. Basically, you'd have to get a a dick cover and like a pussy insertion,
Right.
and then you'd have to get like a fake dildo and like a pocket pussy, and they'd basically just have to like mimic the actions of each other, and then you could have like fake live sex with someone from like across the country, across the world, or whatever. You know, it'd be like mimicking your like real size, real shape, real like movements and everything. But it would just be like robot like simulating it based on like where the points of the thing wrapped around you or stuffed inside you are. Just saying,
Okay,
dude,
here we go.
think about how much money women on OnlyFans could make if you could have actual physical e-sex with them. Imagine paying like 10 grand to like fake fucking OnlyFans girl, like through one of those machines. I'm not kidding when I say $1 billion industries.
So this is the updated version of the scale, now fixed to put pretty in the middle.
Okay.
Cute girls are the ones you actually want to go for, because they actually had the personality. I screwed that up the first time. It's on me. Let me fix this up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now it looks like you. So now it reads left to right as well. Hot girls, the ones who are usually, hoe around, skanks, blah blah blah. Pretty hot, is in between pretty and they still have some, tendency the pretty girls who are arguably still the ones who get around a little bit more, but have more of a personality than these, talentless, personalityless, just hunks of plastic.
Where would you put Dorothy on this list?
I don't know. Now, are we talking like?
You
Oh,
know.
that's a question for you.
Show us with the
Now we
mouse,
take.
Landon. Just put your cursor over where you would put Dorothy.
I'm just gonna remain. You know, in what's the word? I'm gonna remain neutral on that one. Now, they have pretty. Pretty is
You
like
think she's pretty?
right.
That's fucking crazy, dog.
Oh,
I'm
no,
gonna tell her.
pretty is right in the borderline. Pretty is right in the borderline between hot and cute, right? Pretty girls are the ones who are, they still kind of get around, but they have more of a personality than maybe some of these chicks over here. You're pretty cute. You're getting up there. Some people pursue pretty cute over pretty or cute. Cute girls are one. They have probably the most personality out of any of the ones on the attractive side. Cute girls, however, are also, they're not trying too hard. They don't have to try too hard to get, in man's pants. These ones just have that, natural ability right here. Oops. Now, the bottom still remains the same. There's no, in betweens, nothing like that. It's just like, if you're ugly, you're in one of those three categories. But
I
think of
agree.
like any female ever, like Margot Robbie probably falls somewhere in between, like, you know, here. We're talking like prime Megan Fox, probably somewhere through
Hold
right
on.
about
Whoa,
here.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, you're gonna
Dua Lipa, Dua Lipa falls probably somewhere like right here.
hold on. You're gonna disrespect Margot Robbie like that?
Margot
She's a
Robbie's pretty
12
cute.
out of 10. She got fully naked for The Wolf of Wall Street. You've seen every square inch of that woman's body, and you're not gonna tell me that she's absolute perfection.
Dakota Kai. Where do you put Dakota Kai in this, list? So if I start my cursor right
Oh
here,
my god.
just slowly bring it along, you're gonna
No,
tell me
start
where do
moving the
you
other
rank?
way. Go the other way. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, over there.
Over here is where you put Dakota Kai. All right.
Yeah.
Now
I don't care if
feel
she's
like
30 something and married. She's
you can rank any female who has ever lived somewhere on that ranking.
except Dakota Kai, she beats the scale.
No, and then you have somebody like like you said, Margot Robbie might actually break the scale like over here or something.
Oh,
Actually, yeah,
shut
Margot
up.
Robbie. Margot Robbie fit right about here. Now,
No, Margot
pretty
Robbie
cute.
is between Dakota Kai and hot.
Like where it wraps back around. It makes like a full like sphere, basically. Like it wraps circular mode. You know what I'm saying, right?
No, because then she'd still just be going to cute, and she's not cute. She's like almost perfect, like genuine perfection. Whereas Dakota Kai is just like, please stomp on my balls.
Pretty. I don't know who would fall in pretty cute. Now, Sydney Sweeney.
I'd pay Dakota Kai to
You
kick me
know,
in the nuts.
bro, Sydney Sweeney. I feel like we could make like right about here. I feel like that's perfect spot for Sydney
I
Sweeney.
think you have that in the right spot, but the wrong scale.
That's supposed to be like right here, probably.
No, the wrong scale.
You don't think she's that attractive?
No.
See, now I'm about to get some flack for this. Jen Ortega, like, not really that hot. She falls more towards like this spot right here, like
She
in
falls
between
towards
pretty
like
and pretty cute.
borderline for me. She's not my type.
The chick she was in on a Wednesday with Emma Myers.
Yeah.
I think that she'll fall probably like somewhere right past borderline somehow, but like not on the scale. It's weird.
Where do you put iCarly?
Miranda Cosgrove. Okay, I need to like saying like Miranda Cosgrove when she's an adult. Adult Miranda Cosgrove. I'll put her probably like right here. Like, that's Miranda Cosgrove currently.
I agree.
Ariana Grande currently like maybe roughly right here.
What?
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 Yeah, she's
Is
not that bad looking.
is there another Ariana Grande out there, or am I missing
Uh,
something?
I don't know.
She's like a
Taylor
3 out
Swift.
of 10 in my
Taylor
book. Like,
Swift.
not even
Taylor
kidding.
Swift.
I
Heavy on this one for Taylor Swift.
I think Ariana belongs right there with Taylor. I think they're both ugly as shit.
Let's see.
I genuinely do not think Ariana Grande looks good
Sabrina
at all.
Carpenter. Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, borderline.
Borderline. She's not awful looking, but like not on the same level as any of these girls up here.
Dillian Harper. Hold on, I gotta send you a video of Dillian Harper so you can get a good scale of what she looks like.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, you're gonna like this video, I think.
We have somebody like another like like Jennifer Lawrence. But like I feel like Jennifer Lawrence is like she's not actually like right on. I think she's probably somewhere like right here.
Man.
Yeah, I mean this is literally a foolproof scale. None of this you cannot prove me wrong. You cannot prove me wrong any of this, can you?
I guess not.
Am I a genius?
You are, Landy boy.
I'm a literal genius when it comes to the world of building scales.
You know what? I can't find the video that I wanted to find right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you just a good picture from a similar time period. And then you can just tell me where on the scale you would put that.
Okay. Let's open her up.
She's the one on the right, by the way.
Okay. Okay, the one on the right.
Yes.
Okay, so take off the one that I just put, and we'll scoot it back over a little bit towards this way.
Man, I'd put it like right on the line of pretty hot.
You would
That's
see, because like
that's like a 9 out of 10
like the
in my
whole
book.
thing, like the whole thing about being like on the cute side is like part looks, part personality, part wife material. So like if you're getting rid of the whole like wife material thing, if you're not even considering that, then yeah. If you want to consider wife material, then she'll probably go like right about here.
Fair.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
like,
just watching a video of her getting fucked in the ass right now.
we need to like fill out
I mean,
this
stop looking at
bottom
that.
scale a bit more at some point. But that in conclusion, that is the perfect scale. You cannot tell me otherwise. You cannot argue against it.
No, I don't think I can. And you know what else you can't argue against? Cartoons
What's
just
that?
get worse and worse and worse as time goes on.
What happened to SpongeBob?
Bro, what happened? No. I was gonna say what happened to Fat Albert. I know exactly what happened. Bill Cosby went to fucking jail.
How is Bill Cosby still alive?
Right? That dude's as fucking old as
I'd
chocolate
love to
pudding.
know. Have you not like seen what he looks like now either? Man looks rough.
He looks like Like, you know how when you leave gum on a sidewalk, it eventually just turns into one of those like black stains.
Yeah.
He looks like when it's like halfway between gum and a black stain.
You realize that this man was like
He
50
looks like
years old in the 80s. He
he
was 50 years old in the 80s, Thomas.
Bill Cosby looks like a piece of leather that got chewed on for like 40 years.
He looks like, a stick of beef jerky at this point.
Bill
Not beef
Cos
jerky, but
Bill
yeah, beef jerky,
Cosby
never mind.
looks like the driest turd on planet Earth.
He's probably, equivalent one too, as far as, worth goes.
No, I think Bill Cosby's worth the world, man. I love him.
Don't touch women.
What are you, fucking gay?
Don't touch women unconsensually.
There we go. Touch a lot of women, though. Touch as many women as you can.
As long as they
Consensually.
consent.
Yeah.
As
Consent
long
is-
as they consent.
Yeah.
We seriously need to point that out there. As long as they consent.
I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but I do know, because you wouldn't know anything about this. I almost feel like consent, like getting consent, is like hotter than doing the act. Like when she's like, yeah, do whatever you want. Like that right there, like that gets my heart going faster than actually doing what I want. Just the idea of getting to do it, I'm like, oh shit, for real? For real? Deadass? That shit gets me going. I love consent. I wanna fuck consent in the ass. I wanna put my dick inside consent, you know? I wanna eat consent's pussy. If your name's Consent and you're under the age of 18, stop listening. I'm not talking about you.
Kid named Finger.
Yeah. Kid named Consent.
Oh. I still think the whole kid named Finger thing is one of the weirdest ways a meme has ever evolved. I love it.
I just thought of a terrible joke. You have an autistic kid named Consent who likes to repeat stuff a lot. They're getting raped and all they can say is, I consent, I consent. This is one of the worst things that's ever just spawned in my head. I had to say it though.
I used to say I would love to spend a day in the mind of Thomas, but at this point, I
A
think
lot of people
it'd be
would.
too much. It'd be too much to handle. It'd be too much to handle.
Dude, whenever Neuralink comes out, I'm gonna charge people $50 to tour my brain.
You know how they say football players' brains study for CTE and head trauma.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna study yours. In the future, but instead of for CTE or whatever, it's just gonna be for the effect of the drugs on the human brain over prolonged periods of time.
I
I
think
feel
I think I'd be a good person to research for that because I specifically don't. Well, I'm gonna say I don't think I abuse drugs because
you don't abuse now.
see, I don't do them for multiple days at a time. I don't take ridiculously dangerous amounts. I don't take any more than I think I could ever handle. I've never
You're not
put
doing
my
copious amounts.
Yeah, I've never taken so many psychedelics that have sent me into a traumatic event. People hospitalize themselves taking too much stuff and freaking out. I've never had an experience like that. So I think I'm the perfect person to experience because even my worst trips aren't that bad. So I'm the perfect brain to scan for what perfect psychedelic use does to a person.
This is episode 3 of me asking you to use salvia live on episode.
Dude, this is episode 3 of me telling you I'll do DMT but not salvia. Literally just name the episode.
Episode 12.
Done.
New Year special, most likely, right?
Way after
Well,
New Year's.
it won't be. Well, it won't be. Well,
It'll be
post. It'll be recorded around, like the first new episode of the year. Probably
Yeah,
around
we could do
sec-
that. We could do that.
Around like probably around like the second or third.
If you're not working the 4th, let's do it the 4th because I'm off that day.
What day of the week is that?
Saturday.
Saturday. I might work. I don't know.
Just tell them you can't.
We could do like a live on location episode.
On the 5th at Dollywood.
Yeah, just like set up in the break room and we'll interview whoever comes in during the day.
No, I think on the 5th, if you're working or like whatever the last day we're both working there together is, we gotta film an outro live at Dollywood, and then we'll clip that into the video.
Man, oh, that'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Yeah, and then like we'll just end that podcast by being like, and we recorded a special outro. So with that being said, roll the credits, and then we'll like do the outro from Dollywood on our last day.
Oh. Man, I gotta like make it perfect. I gotta make my my line perfect for the outro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On that note, like, how long have we been recording this episode?
Oh, that's a great question. We gotta be getting close.
We're flying by.
Yeah. That'll be a set. We still got about 15 minutes.
It feels like we've been on here for like an hour at most.
It does, man. It's going by so quick.
I'm just right now. I'm staring at my graph here, just amazed that this brain up here came up with that I'm looking at.
I'm just staring at you, wondering when I can kiss you.
Nah, I had to.
Oh.
No, we had to pump fake. We can't
Yeah,
give it to the viewers.
Yeah.
They're gonna
We
steal it.
saved that for the pre-show calls.
And the post show. Listen, I feel like we should mention to our listeners that like after we recorded the last episode, which by the way, if you're seeing this,
We
if
do gotta
Thomas
tell
actually
them about that.
if Thomas actually posts them in order,
I will. I
then the
promise.
episode after episode 10, right?
Yeah.
We episode 10 was like 4 hours, right?
4.5 hours
edited.
on camera, and then
And then
I'm gonna
Like
say
another
I'm
three
gonna
hours.
say accidentally stayed on camera for another like 2 3/4 of an hour, and if I had kept filming, we
Off
would have
camera.
had 2 podcasts.
and that's not counting like the 20 minutes of pre-show banter that we usually have.
We had like 40 minutes of pre-show banter that day. We were talking for like 7.5 hours.
Like I came into this the RV run report at like 6 p.m.
And we
I
left
didn't go in
it
my house. I didn't go
till
in my
like
house
3
until
in the
1
morning.
in the morning. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. I didn't go into my house
Yeah.
until a bit.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that was a bit much.
I thought about camping out here for the night, just sleeping in the RV, not waking the dogs or nothing. By
Yeah.
the way, I've been meaning to spend a night in here at some point.
I mean,
That'd be
it's gonna be relatively warm tonight as compared to like the rest of the week.
I mean, like, hold on. I want to see how. I've never like, really tried like getting comfortable in this bed. I might try that whenever we get off camera. Honestly,
You know, I was thinking I'd try to make it the whole 3 hours. I don't think I'm going to. I'm gonna have to take my like once every 10 episode piss break.
wow.
So if you can
every
entertain these
10
guys for
episodes.
like 2 minutes, that'd be fantastic.
Why didn't you just like go outside the camper?
My door is 2 feet that way. I'm going right over there to piss.
Okay, that works. It takes me like 20 seconds because I just stepped right outside.
What is on this?
Oh wow. I have no clue what's on that. Okay. Usually it takes me like 20 to 30 seconds. I just step outside the RV because the door is quite close to the front. I just step outside the RV, walk around the front, back to the other side. Where it's, neighbors won't see me or nothing if they're out for some reason that one in the morning. Uh, do my business, walk back around, get back in the RV, and slide right back into my chair. Or not really chair, but it's like a booth, kind of like a booth. Now, let me tell you, I I drink like two, yeah, 2 or 3. I'm drinking 2 tonight, 2 or 3 water bottles. My bladder just, it's the worst time to be like, hey, go, 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 right? I don't know what I'm saying. So, oh, he's back. Was about
Piss achieved.
I was about to start listing off, food that I wanted to eat, but you saved me from having to go to those links.
Okay. Yeah, man, I was just pissing, looking at the stars. I was like, man, what if like a bear came over and I just started pissing on the bear? I don't know why. I was just thinking about giving a black bear a golden shower.
Turn him into R. Kelly.
Yeah. Is it unconsensual if it's like an animal? I mean, really, like if you're pissing and a black bear just walks into your stream, like I don't think there's anything against that. Like
I mean, no, I don't think so. Did we ever mention the R. Kelly card for Diddy Chess? Did we explain the
so.
R. Kelly rule?
We talked about Diddy Chess in episode 2
Yeah,
because we
brief.
also
Oh, we did. So we've never actually explained Diddy Chess.
no, because immediately
Oh.
after that I went into Diddy's 3-point freak off. And stuff got so off the rails from there. That's where like 20 out of the 30 minutes that we had to delete was.
I feel like you need to like post episode 2, but like as an unlisted video, and just like send me the link so I can listen to it or something.
I'll send you like a mega file of or like
Just the audio.
yeah.
Oh man, I'd love to go back and listen to like episode 2.
Or honestly, I'll just wrap it as like an MP3. It'll be like a few hundred megabytes. I can email it to you.
So should we explain the rule of Diddy Chess here, or do you think that it'll like end up with this episode being completely unusable?
Well, I'm not gonna go into the same rant about sodomizing customers that I did talking about Diddy's 3-point freak off.
Oh man.
So yeah, we can talk
Do you want to
about.
explain the rules?
Let me pull up the doc and yeah, we'll talk about Diddy Chess.
This was a collaboration of rules.
Yeah, we literally sat down in the break room playing chess, and we're like, what if we did like Diddy Chess? And we just started making rules for it.
And then, it's an official game that we're well, we've not played it, but it's an official game. It exists. I'm sure somebody somewhere would be interested in playing
Come on, we played a few rounds. We don't gotta hide it.
it. Oh, you just spoiled the episode 25 special.
When you just spoiled that we're doing it for episode 25.
Maybe episode 26 now. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Anyways, do you wanna start? Do you wanna get rule 1, or do you wanna get like the header for it?
The rules of Diddy Chess are similar to that of chess boxing. That is, alternating rounds of chess and another activity until one of 2 possible outcomes is reached. There are, however, several key differences.
Number 1, the rounds will alternate between chess and, instead of boxing, a Diddy freak off. Instead of a knockout or checkmate, the loser is the first to be checkmated or to reach climax. These rounds are 3 minutes at a time.
Instead of being held in a boxing ring, Diddy Chess will be held in like a competition held on an average king-size bed best to be no older than 10 years old.
That is because, of course, Diddy likes 10 years old. 10-year-old. Fuck, I can't speak. That's because, of course, Diddy likes 10-year-olds. Number 3. Instead of wearing boxing gears, the competitors will be completely nude and lathered in baby oil. Lots and lots of baby
Number
oil.
4. During a round of chess, average rules apply with exception. Once per match, during a chess round, a player can activate their R. Kelly card. This allows them to urinate on the opposing player during the entire round.
And we really mean during the entire round. Like, if it takes your opponent, like, an hour to make their move and you get to piss, like, 3 times in that hour, you can just piss all over them. It's really
No,
like...
remember, Thomas, remember, they're 3 minutes at a time. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It is 3 minutes at a time. So however many times you can piss on someone in 3 minutes, you can use your card for that. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
During rounds of freak off, there will be no usage of chess pieces. See, this was Landon's rule. He was very serious that we cannot get the chess pieces dirty. That was his main concern. Now, this is a good old-fashioned freak off, right? It's meant to showcase the peak sexual ability of 2 gay athletes. And
I'm pretty sure that second part was your doing.
yeah. Well, no. I mean, I just said gay. Where did I put my
Every
marijuana?
5 rounds. Okay.
I lost it. Anyways, I think it's over.
Every 5 round, there will be a 90-second timeout period to re-oil and strategize. With your crew or whatever.
Yeah, because of course you gotta stay oiled up. If you're not oiled up, it's not a freak off. That's why Diddy keeps 2,000 gallons of baby oil with him at all times.
Right.
According to him,
every 15
Costco is
minutes.
having a sale on something Costco doesn't sell. Pretty good defense, in my opinion. And number 7, the winner, if they desire, may proceed to finish on the loser, and the loser must then deliver a maple syrup foot job to the winner, hopefully sponsored by Denny's. Now,
And that.
here's the thing. It says the winner may proceed to finish on the loser and then get a foot job. Now, for the ladies out there, you might not know this. After a guy busts a nut, you gotta wait like an hour at least before you can go at it again. Even that's like a little soon, but like if you're up for it, you can go for that.
Yeah, like a
Really-
ceremonial thing. that
really,
happens,
if
like
you
a week
want-
later or something.
So really, if you want, when you're about to just bust a fatty because of the foot job, you can just bust it all over the dude giving you the foot job. You feel? Like you can still save your nut. Like you can't save it for like another date. You can't come back to like another freak off and nut on someone because you won a different game. But like if like during that celebrational foot job, maple syrup foot job time, if you want to like just bust on them, that's totally good.
No, the rules of Diddy chess.
Yeah.
Do you mind getting into Diddy's 3 point again? Just go completely off the rails again. I'm playing.
I did say before the episode, this is coming out after our host experience, so like we're not contractually obligated to not say anything. I could spell out the hypothetical Minecraft rules to Diddy's 3-point freak off if I felt like it.
Wait, that reminds me.
I'll leave out the last one because
That
that's
reminds me.
really the only bad one.
That reminds me. What were you going to tell me earlier that you said happened at work? You said you told me before the show, but we forgot to say.
Oh, we can't talk about that here.
Oh, I'm scared.
I told you about the 2 things I had to tell you pre-show, and we can't talk about them here.
Okay, it's fine. That's fine.
Just not
We'll get it
not
post-show.
because of stuff that happened at work, just because of the context of it and the people involved. Just can't mention that kind of stuff. Just for
playing,
their
I'm
own
playing.
privacy,
I'm playing. I'm playing. Not like I forgot that you mentioned it. I just
Allegedly.
scrub it from my memory.
Yeah.
I tried to scrub it from my memory. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. It's real unfortunate. that, that was perfect.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing. You got anything else that you really you want to talk about, Thomas? Before we're
No, I think this is close enough.
I think it was we didn't really have as much stuff to talk about this time, but
I think we made a good episode out of not having
I
much, though.
I feel like the 4.5 hour from the last episode plus this, when it's like maybe 10 minutes shorter than usual makes up for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fair trade.
Yeah, it's fair trade.
Yeah.
So before the outro, got anything that you wanna say to our lovely listener?
Yes. I said it.
Okay. So I guess with all that being said, remember to use your signal to tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember that Pepsi is never, ever, ever okay.
What?
It's always Coke.
This might be the worst outro ever.
You want a new one? You want a new one?
No, it's perfectly fine.
Fine. Remember to use your signal. Tip your waiter unless they suck. Also remember that maybe you too can one day find Waldo.
Alright. I like that one so much more. I'm a Pepsi fan myself.
Okay, so yeah, you got a double intro to make up for the short, double outro to make up for that short episode.
Yeah. Wonderful.